Wow. Bye. There we go, that's better. What's going on, everybody? Sorry about that, I had a little technical difficulty there. But, so here we are again, 2 nights in a row for me at least, doing late shift tonight. What's my camera look like that? Alright. I think I adjusted my camera wrong or something, sorry. Yeah. You want to come in? Okay, cool. All right, I guess, hey, post-production stuff or pre-production stuff I should have done already. Anyways, so here we are tonight with the late shift. Those of you that were here last week, this should be a familiar concept with you or for you. This is made by the same people that made last week's game, The Complex, and it's the same kind of game. It's a... There we go. It's a it's an interactive movie, pretty much. This one came out before The Complex. The Complex is new. This came out in 2015, I think, 15, 16, something like that. But yeah, I played it back then on the Xbox. We're playing it on the PC today, and I remember liking it. I didn't get all the endings. I didn't play it as extensively as I did like The Complex the other night. I do remember beating it, but I cannot remember for the life of me what happened in the end. So, hey, this will be kind of like a new experience for me as well. So, who do we got in the chat tonight? Terrific is here already early, like the old days, I guess. What's up, Terrific? Short and sweet is here as usual. Always feels like New Year's with the countdown. Well, hey, I'm happy I can bring that New Year's cheer throughout the year every Wednesday and Sunday or Tuesday, depending on when I do the podcast moving forward. Antonio is here, right on time. You weren't playing. You're getting off work earlier now, my man. And so how was the Jarcast yesterday? Terrific asks. It was. I had a good time with it. It could have gone a little smoother, but I guess it could have been a lot worse too. But it was a last minute thing. It wasn't supposed to be a last minute thing. I had it very planned out, but yeah, a lot of things interfered, made it to where I had to do a whole lot of last minute. I pretty much had to scrap the whole show I had planned and do a new one. I know what's wrong here. I see. I'm in the wrong fucking chair. I got this. This is my editing. This is the chair. See how jacked up it is? This is the chair that I sit at. This is my comfy chair that I sit at the desk when I edit and stuff. This is not the chair I usually sit in when I edit because it looks terrible and it's really big and it puts shadows on my green screen right here. But yeah, let me grab my other chair. My bad. Just give me like 30 seconds. Just a second. There we go. That's why I felt so tall, because that chair sits up a lot higher. Oh, anyway, Okay, yeah, that's more like it. There we go. Yeah, you can't see the back of this chair. You can if I go like that. Anywho, I know, small detail. You guys are probably like, what the fuck, dude? It's a chair. I know, I'm anal retentive like that. But the Jarcast yesterday, the podcast, I think it went. I didn't hate it. I enjoyed the experience. I wasn't in love with some of the technical issues I had. Not technical, planning issues I had, and how I was kind of having to shoot from the hip for the vast majority of the time. But beyond that, yeah, it went pretty well. You can see it; it's still up. I actually cut one part of it out and released a condensed version because I'm going to do that each week, where I'm going to cut it up and have smaller, more digestible parts of it to put out there for everybody to see if they just want to see like some of the topics. I got another one that I'm going to put out tomorrow. I think I'm going to cut that one up into like 3 pieces maybe. But yeah, I mean, check it out. The stream is still up. You can see it. It's kind of long. It's long. It's a lot longer than I expected it to be. And I don't expect it'll be that long every week. But yeah, there it is. It's if you do look at it, if you do check it out though, just forgive the janky ass background. That was a very last minute thing. I threw that together as quickly as I possibly could. Anywho, thanks for asking. Hate that you missed it, but hey, maybe next week. It'll be either on Sunday or Tuesday. I'll know here in the next couple of days, and I'll advertise that on Twitter and YouTube. Short and Sweet said, it was good, I think. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at stats and stuff. Whenever you see me doing that, I'm either looking at the chat or stats. Chat stats. My old name was Hey, it's Kratos Guy, Tristan's Game Clips. Did you change your name, or is this another account you're on? Kratos Guy was in the Jarcast last night. And yeah, I've seen both these names. I think you've shown up with this name before. You must have 2. Oh, there you go. Wait, what the hell? Did you just change your name, or are you on here with 2 separate accounts? I'm very confused. Either way, welcome. Who else was waiting for the countdown? I was. Not really. I wasn't over here. I was on the other side of the house. Okay, so yeah, there's a few of you here. I won't keep you waiting. We'll go ahead and get started on this thing. Let's see here. What did you get? I guess the question, Terrific actually asked a really good question, but I directed that question at myself. I don't know who he was directing it at. I'm going to direct that question at all of you that were here. What did you guys think? And don't worry about my feelings. I'm fully aware. I've already watched it again. Well, most of it again as I was editing through it. I'm fully aware of its shortcomings, and I'm hoping it is a bit tighter tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. So let's get this game started. Let me get my little headphones here. So, much like last week's, as I said, this is made by the same guys. I don't know if it's the same people who shot it, but it's the same company that did last week's game. But this one was a little bit... This is a very, very different toned game. Is it on? Yeah. This one's much more like a crime caper heist kind of movie. And I remember there being a lot more choices to it, but it's very much like the mechanics and everything is just like last week's was. So let's see here. Let's get this bad mamma jamma started. Terrific said I rewatched it and thought it was the Jarcast. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I've seen Late Shift. Did you like it? I forgot about it's kind of old. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not old. It came out in 2015. Well, damn, I guess that's like, holy shit, that's like 6 years ago now. That doesn't seem like it was 6 years ago. Kratos Spy said, I'm going to be playing RDR2, Red Dead Redemption 2 while watching this. All right, right on, man. I couldn't think of 2 more different games. I probably could, but Red Dead Redemption is a very, very different game than this. I've played a little bit of part 2. I have it. I don't know why. I just haven't been able to get into it. Not that it's not good, that I haven't been able to get into it that way. I just haven't had time. I booted it up when I first got my Series X, and it looked really good on there. I remember that. But I haven't really put it up since then. Where the hell is this fucking game's icon? It was right there. Did I lose it? There it is. Why the hell did that move? Anyway. Here we go. And of course, anytime man, it's like every other time I open Steam, it has to do like a little quick update. I don't know what the hell. I think that's just me, because I asked some people about that. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. So, hey, it works. Whatever. Penny Lane's here. What's up, Penny Lane? Let's sit around Retro Wednesday and get a good buzz on. Well, I'm not drinking this week, but you guys feel free. This would actually probably be the game to do that with, though. Because it's just like watching a movie. Holy crap, this is taking forever to open because Steam's updating. Here we go. Holy shit, that's loud. Maybe that's just my headphones. Nope, that's just loud. I see it peaking. This game's really fucking loud. So, here we go. Late shift. I'm turning the game volume down some, guys. But if you guys have trouble hearing it, let me know and I'll change that. So let's see. Set Mixer. I wonder what happens if I click on that. I'm not gonna do it. It'll probably glitch out because Mixer's not even a thing anymore. I wonder if it'll like if they updated it or if it just tries to take you to something that doesn't exist. English. We'll leave subtitles on. Brightness, resolution, full screen. Okay, cool. Basic settings. It says resume. That's only because this afternoon I turned it on just to make sure it was going to get captured and not be some bullshit. Starting a new game will erase your save data. Yeah, the 5 seconds that I turned it on. All right, cool. This music sounds similar to the music in the Complex. I bet they were done by the by a similar or the same composer. I think that's London.
Some people say we're all connected, all part of some big.
Yeah, that's London.
Some harmonious flow.
Harmonious flow.
Meaningful. Maybe that's how it looks from a distance. But up close, with eyes
I
open,
vaguely remember some of this game. I think there's a part where you get in a car accident or you steal a car or something.
I see nothing but the random fractals of a selfish, queenless hive. Never looking, never stopping, never meeting.
We got anybody in the chat who lives in or around the London area, by the way?
I'm not judging anyone. I mean, I want to get home as fast as the next person.
I've been there once. This was a long time ago. I've always thought it was be a neat place to live.
Selfish knowledge that the last one will be the first off.
Oh, am I selfless or selfish? Selfless is selfish. Ah, I'm gonna be selfless. Ah.
Who would fool themselves to believe anything but the latter?
Oh.
Idle minds.
I guess that was the wrong
Too lazy
choice.
to think beyond the following of that.
Should have said I'm selfless. Selfish.
Like it or not, life's a sinister competition, an endless series of choices, large or small, each with its own set of probabilities.
Kratos guy said, nope, Oklahoma born.
Now that is an 80% chance this is my train. It's worth a dash.
Excuse me, this train...
Random variables. Never underestimate the human factor.
I'm gonna be nice. I'll help him.
It's on the other platform. Thank you.
I wonder if I hadn't helped him, what difference would that make? It's funny you say that, Kratos guy, because I know a guy who I used to know a guy from Australia I worked with, and he would just like as straight faced as possible when people would be like, "Where are you from? Are you from like Australia or whatever?" They'd ask him that. He'd be like, "No, Oklahoma, born and raised." but he said it like in his Australian accent. But he'd like straight as day say that to people and just keep on going with the conversation. Like to business people, all of it. He gave no shits. And he just wouldn't, he'd just keep on talking. It's a nice Ferrari. He'd keep on talking and act like people were just like, what? It's kind of a joke to see who would actually say something to him. Like, what? You're shitting me. Most people didn't, by the way.
Right. There's 2 cars out. The rest are logged.
That guy looks, this guy, not him, this guy, he looks familiar. Might be because I've played this game already. I don't know. Terrific is, I'm Tennessean in and out. Well, I'm not Tennessean, but I live in Tennessee. So there's that. I mean, I guess I'm Tennessean because I live here, but I'm not from Tennessee.
And here they are. The most meaningful relationship I've ever had in my life. With a bunch of metal bimbos. Look at you, my beauty. You could keep me in college for over a decade.
That's a nice fucking BMW. I'm into cars, but I don't know what kind of car that is. I mean, I know it's a BMW. I don't think you're supposed to do that, though, my man. You're not supposed to be getting in and out of people's personal cars. Is this how, like, security looks in Europe?
Ah, here he is. Did you put all wrongdoers to flight?
You can leave the keys with me, sir. I'll park the car for you.
I'm not the driver, son.
I do beg your pardon, madam.
No problem.
No tip.
In my
What a
fuck.
douche.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes choices are so small you don't even see them. You are your decisions, that's what shapes you. And that last one shaped me into a little bit of a chauvinist, just like that pig in a suit.
Was there a decision I missed? Oh, see, I talked too much. I probably missed something. Or maybe he's just talking about decisions, because, you know, there's kind of a big deal in this game. Porsche! Is that a Carrera? Let me see the back of it. Yep. It's a 911. Of course, he's like in school or something. I'm assuming those are school books. Penny Lane's just got done playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead.
Sign.
Not exactly.
I'm sorry about before. You know, just assuming like that.
That was like
Ignore
2
him.
minutes ago.
He was
Is
being an
there supposed to be like a time jump?
I think your boyfriend's an arsehole.
arsehole, don't you? But he does have a nice car. What are you reading?
Just a little bit of light study.
Looks pretty heavy to me.
Oh yeah? You want something
I'll
heavy?
help you with something.
Come on back here in this little room here. Oh, I'll give you a favor.
I need the keys to the Maserati.
Does Dr. Brent know?
Of course he does.
No, you a fucking cokehead. He didn't
You got
know.
one signing for it then?
Okay, he doesn't know. It's a
Look,
secret,
lady.
but I really need those keys.
This is a tit for tat situation. What are you gonna give me?
It's just for tonight. I'll be back before 2.
I'm really not that creepy in real life, I promise. Yes, no, why? Why? What? That line, the time limit thing, like,
We don't need to
freaks
worry
me
about
out. It stresses me out.
Fine. I won't.
that. Okay,
I mean, you
I need
asking
that.
me for a favor.
a stupid bet that I could turn up at this party in a Maserati.
That was rash. How much is the bet for?
That's bullshit, too.
£1,000.
100 of it is yours if you let me have those keys.
100? Without me? Sure, why not take it?
Fuck.
He's a college student. He needs the money.
What?
Let me check the CCTV. Because it's not just the noise, but it's that ominous music is what really freaked me out. There's a person. So check it out. Got shit to do, lady. Get back to your room. Nothing to see here.
Look, no more fast cars tonight, alright?
I mean, you still could have gave her the keys. She could have brought that 100 back. You're probably going to need it by the end of this movie, whatever it is. I know this might be the American part of me talking here, but he doesn't have a gun or anything. He's got a fucking flashlight. Who is this guy? Paul Blart? What's he gonna do?
Turn around. Slowly.
He has a gun. See? The bad guys have guns.
Now get over here.
The good guy doesn't have a gun. That means he's fucked.
Drop it.
Fuck it, I'm gonna pepper spray his ass.
The security guard pay you enough to be a hero.
You telegraphed the shit out of that, you idiot.
Now get in the car.
Which one? There's a whole bunch of them. This badass one? Okay. He made me do it.
Oi, dickhead. Does it look like I can drive? You get behind the wheel.
I mean, you got two hands.
You want me to drive you out of here?
That's exactly what you're gonna do.
You need both hands to... Maybe it's a stick shift. If it's a stick... Wait a minute. Hang on. This is Europe. Which side of the car is he going to get in? That's the wrong side of the car for them. This is a German car in Europe. So, I mean... Shouldn't that be over here in Europe? Should I run? Drive? Oh my god, I'm going to drive. Fuck it. If I run, he'll probably shoot me. At least have some fun with it. I wonder how crazy they'll get with this, like, beast of a car. I mean, I don't really know if this is a beast of a car. It looks like it, but for all I know, it has a four-banger under the hood. Judging by its stance, it's probably in the back. I have no idea what kind of car that is.
So I can go now, right?
You stay right where you are.
Yeah, I drove
I'm a
you to your
fucking student.
secret
Okay,
hideout
I've got
at
no money.
gunpoint.
My
I can
family's
go
got no
now,
money.
right?
I'm worth nothing to you.
You done now? Get in the house.
No. Fuck off.
Gates, no option. Wall, 90% chance I'll get shot, but he's injured. Make it 70. Chance he shoots in this neighborhood though, 30% max. So the chance of taking a bullet is less than 21. Is it worth a try?
Fuck it, run.
Go.
Stop! Shit!
I don't feel like you gave that your all, dude.
Get in the
I think,
house.
what was that little Elmer Fudd jump you did to try to get over that wall? You deserve to get caught. I guess this is supposed to be us. We suck. Movie Massacres here. What's up, my man? Gentlemen, I'm loving the regular live streams. Well, they're not regular. I did 2 in a row.
What happened to your arm?
But thank you. The dirt here is harder than cement.
Fell 15 feet or took
In
a right fall.
Ohio? Is it
This is
Ohio?
your idea of a
Oklahoma,
slick
that's where you're from.
operation. Dripping DNA all over the place.
Dripping
Kidnapping the
DNA.
first innocent
You know, when
bystander.
somebody says they're dripping
the client,
DNA
the guy's
everywhere,
outside.
blood is not what I think of, but maybe that's just my fucking weird ass
Jesus
mind.
Christ! And who the hell's gonna drive? Because you're clearly not.
I'll be alright.
Fucking idiot.
Oh, Short and Sweet and Penny Lane are drinking it
It
up.
has to be 4 people. There is no way you can manage the auction assistant and everyone downstairs.
Have another one,
I'm
everybody.
not aware of how many people it has to be.
You have to call it off.
Do you want to tell Mr. Wu that we missed the one chance to get our hands on his fucking rice ball? Because I don't. We have one window of opportunity and we're going to use it.
Fine.
you know my buzz comes from Illinois edibles and
Leave him to
plants.
Need to make some calls and try and find a replacement in the next.
I would take a margarita if I
Shit,
had
in the
one,
next
though.
30 minutes. Call Danny if he doesn't pick up. Try and go.
All right, Penny Lane.
Irish Pete.
Irish Pete. They're just like throwing names out and everything with
What
this
about
guy that nobody knows. I would, if I was him, I'd be shitting myself.
Put a bullet in him.
Yeah,
don't care.
that's what I'd be afraid of. Contradict, play cool. I'm
not a murderer,
cool
I
as a
don't intend to start
motherfucking
now.
cucumber.
Pass me
Yeah,
the
he
fucking
looks real
Roxy
cool.
now, I'm traumatised.
It's like, oh fuck. Protest.
Diffenoxim. What the fuck is that?
Guess would have headaches like you.
Hold still.
Making things worse.
Your headache's gonna start the moment you knock me out.
And why is that?
Because your mate on the couch there, he may have brought you the BMW, but he's brought it here with a valet key.
A valet key, what the fuck is that?
It's a parking key. It means you can't drive faster than 35 miles an hour. Not great for a getaway car, is it?
And why do you think it's a getaway car?
Your face.
Is it fucking right about the key?
It puts a block on the
Your
electric.
face.
We can sort it.
No, you can't. You can't do it without triggering the immobilizer.
The immobilizer. No, you can't.
Well, you can.
Yep, certainly can.
You're full of shit.
So you just bought yourself a ticket and bought this operation.
Unless you have the actual key, you cannot.
Are you going to go to the basement?
We've got no idea who he is.
After tonight, we're not going to see him again. What difference does it make?
The difference is this guy looks like trouble.
Well, Mr. Wu is trouble, and we've made a deal with him we can't go back on.
What do you say?
I don't care who does what, as long as I get my cut.
Penny Lane said I'm a rewards member now. They give me free stuff. It's awesome. Well,
Okay,
damn.
let's get set.
What's in it for me, bitches?
And what do I get in return? Don't push your luck.
Push it.
£5 for unlocking the car. And as of tonight, I'm out of a job. So I want a full share.
There is no share.
Keep pushing, bitches.
I'm taking his risk. So I want his share.
Fuck off. Shut up, idiot.
I'll be worth the money.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You two split 50-50. That's the deal.
Done.
You can't do this. It's done.
You can't, dude. You got shot. Be happy you're getting anything or whatever. Did you get shot? He probably said what happened to him. I wasn't listening.
You're joking.
We'll find you something.
These thugs look familiar. So I'm interested in how he made a valet key make the car drive like it had a normal key. Those cars are chipped like that. If it's an actual valet key, I don't know about the 35-mile-an-hour thing, but it won't go fast. You won't get like the full performance out of that car.
Mystery ladies and difficult choices. So much for the quiet night.
Is it sad that I've been talking too much, so I don't really know what the... Oh, he doesn't know what we're doing either, so it's all good.
That's all.
A very powerful Chinese clan called the Choice are here tonight to reacquire a porcelain ball that has been...
Reacquire.
Reacquire.
She was really excited to say
A
reacquire.
careless business transaction?
So we're here to help them get it back.
We're here to stop them getting it back.
I presume you're not buying it.
Movie Massacre said...
Great.
Movie Massacre said, I hate those accents.
To do what?
To study.
Then tonight's your lucky night.
How do you work that out?
Which
Because
I don't know
the
how
only
many
thing
of you
studying
know.
is unemployment.
Follow Movie Massacre's channel. If you did, you would see the humor in
We're
that.
stealing from people who are prepared to spend millions on a piece of pottery when there are far more worthy causes in the world.
What, and your worthy cause are you?
Tonight I am.
Yeah, baby, I agree.
Yeah.
You kind of hot.
Yeah, I guess you could see it that way.
Let's take a
And then maybe you got a point about releasing
dip
some of
off
these
into
people
the
of a sliver of their money.
off to the side there for a minute, real quick. What's with the Asian music? Just because the Asian chick's on screen.
The second part of the auction has just begun.
Oh, I guess that's the music going on in there.
Thank you.
$9.10 to my left. Thank you, sir. $9.10. $9.20.
I've always wanted to go to one of these auctions like this. Never had enough money. Probably won't ever. But like,
$9.40.
I would probably lose all my money just because I'd want to be waving that little
Thank you,
paddle
sir.
around.
Looking for $9.50. $9.50 to my left. Do I hear $9.60?
It's Betty White.
Fair warning. I'm selling.
Hey, I
$9.50
know
once.
I've seen her and stuff.
$9.50 twice.
The older Asian lady.
So, for £950,000, this marvelous 12th century...
I love that in Europe they're so refined with their
I'm sorry. If I had that kind of
with
money, I'd spend it on a
their
fucking
what is this
sideboard.
thing? What do they call this thing?
Sorry.
Why don't you try
I just had a
not
brain
talking
fart.
So we come to what
Auctions,
I
with
feel
their
must be
auctions,
the
like,
highlight of our
we have
sale
912,
this evening, lots
912,
247.
914,
introduce it,
950.
first I'd
Here in
like to pass you
America,
over to our
it's like the
expert.
fucking Micro Machines man doing it. He's like, hey, you don't even know what the fuck they're saying. It's some like fast talking
What
hillbilly.
we have here is an absolutely exquisite example.
Oh, I've got some of those. That's what you like put your sauce in to like dip your food in and
One of
stuff.
only
What a
three
simply beautiful piece it is.
remaining examples
You get those at like
of a
hibachi
rare
grills a lot.
Phoenix pattern known to be in existence.
So this is what everybody's all up in arms about, this little fucking
Thank
cup?
you very much indeed, Katie.
Seriously?
It is a truly exceptional piece.
Oh, it's
The sale
exceptional.
of which cannot be passed without remarking that its owner, Mr. Samuel Parr, who is far too modest to mention it himself, has agreed to donate 50% of the sale proceeds to the Chinese art restoration.
I mean, it's a fucking ramekin, dude. How much does a ramekin cost? When I was in the restaurant business, I'd buy like a case of those things for like, you know, 20, 30 bucks.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Sebastian.
Sebastian.
And
Thank you,
I would like to start
Sebastian.
bidding, please,
If
at
I ever have a
£2
boy,
million. 2 million. Thank you, madam. 2 million.
if I have another
I
child and it's a boy,
Three I'm looking
I'm going to name it
I hear three.
Sebastian.
Thank you, sir.
Not
Do I
Sebastian,
hear
but
four?
Sebastian.
Four.
And I will
for the
always,
lady.
uh-oh,
Thank you, madam.
4 for the lady.
Four I'm
I'm
bidding.
always going to
What the fuck are you doing?
Five I'm looking
refer to him that way.
for. Five I have. Do I hear 6?
Sebastian.
6 I'm looking for. 6 to my right. Thank you, sir.
How powerful did you say these choices
It's not even like
I
a
now
European British
hear
accent. It's just I just like that way.
7 I have.
Sebastian.
The lady. Thank you.
All right, I'll stop.
7.
Stop
Do
bidding.
I hear 8?
No, bid.
Eight.
Go higher. It's like fucking eBay. Drive the fucking
8
price
with you,
up.
sir. It's your bid. Looking for 9.
Am I gonna get to? No, no.
Do I hear 9?
Let her do it.
9
Do
in the
it big. I'm American. We do everything
9
big.
I'm looking for. 9 to the lady. Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
I'm looking for 9-5, ladies and gentlemen. 9-5. 9-5. 9-5 to my right.
Yup.
So
Shang
do
Tsung
I
over there's
hear-
doing. He's gonna go all the way.
Don't talk to him, talk to me.
We're looking to break 10.
Well, I'm talking to
Thank
you,
madam.
baby.
10 we have. We're at 8
Yes.
figures in the room, ladies and gentlemen.
What do I care?
10 is your bid,
You
madam.
guys are the goddamn criminals. I'm a fucking
Against you now,
hostage.
sir. So do I hear
Run it up.
10-5?
You are so getting lumbered with this.
10-5.
Getting lumbered.
10-5 I have. Thank you. Now do I hear 11?
I think I get the
11
basic
I have
idea
with the
of what
lady.
getting lumbered would be.
11, it's your bid, madam.
But can I get a translation from someone, please?
Price
Movie
Eleven
Massacre.
five.
logarithmic curve.
What does getting lumbered mean?
11-5.
Zero. So the chances of getting away with another
Your
bid
bid
is
at 11, madam.
well, less than
11-5.
18.5%.
Trust me.
11-5. 11-5 I have. Thank you very much, sir. 11-5, it's your
way
bid.
you'll
It's
get away
against
with
you now,
another
madam.
bid.
It's against you, sir. 11-5. 11-5 with you, sir. Fair warning. I'm selling. 11-5.
Do it!
once.
Do it!
11-5 twice. 12 million I have. Thank you, madam. 12 it is. So do I hear 12-5?
Go all the
12-5
way.
I'm looking for.
Go all the fucking way. Do it.
12-5. It's your bid at 12, madam. Looking for 12-5. 12-5. 12-5 I have to my right. Thank you, sir.
Oh.
12-5. So do I hear 13?
Yes. Here 13.
It's against you now, madam.
Oh, look at this Yakuza motherfucker looking over
12-5.
here like, shut the fuck up.
Are we all
Don't
out?
do it again.
At 12-5. Fair warning.
But 12.5 what? $12.05?
12-5 once.
$12.50?
12-5 twice. So, to the gentleman on my right for £12.5 million.
What
Thank
the
you very much.
fuck? They sold a goddamn ramekin for $12.5 million. Fucking hell, man. They just got ripped off.
You see, the world doesn't turn on mathematics, you know.
Yeah, well, mine does.
Well, maybe
I don't
that's
give a
problem.
shit how old that fucking thing was.
A problem that just increased your cut by about 25%? Now that's mathematics.
Terrific said rich people really fight over a teacup.
All right, where to?
The basement.
It's a ramekin, a tiny bowl.
Okay, and then?
Then you're going to take out the security guard.
Oh, I gotta take out a security guard.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I'm gonna
about
do
to get some action. I'm gonna be
Just follow
action man.
darling. We're a couple, remember?
So what do I do? Do I play along and try and get out of this later? Or do I try and stop this little crime wave dead in its tracks?
We gonna do it. You're in it now, man. You drove the price up so your share's bigger, I guess. What do we do? Are we here to steal the money or the
How
cup?
did I end up here?
I don't know. I am not sure. Hello. Looking for the bathroom.
Hello, me.
Oh, that's one of my guys. Hell Knight #1's here. What's up, my man?
Wait here. When Simon gives the word, move out to the middle of the corridor and wait for the guard to come to you. Just say you got lost looking for the box.
These characters have some of the most British
Simon.
names ever.
Freeze the guard's image.
He's not going to believe that.
Simon. Sebastian.
Ready? Go. Alert the guards or let this play out.
Let it play out.
I'll get another chance.
I don't want another chance. We're playing, letting it go. I want them dividends.
Stop right there, sir. This is a restricted area.
No, I'm looking for the bathroom.
What do you think you're doing down here?
I got
Guaranteed.
lost coming out the lift.
You
No,
got lost coming out of the lift.
I was
Ah, see, I told you he's looking for the bathroom. Looking for the toilet. You beating up an old man?
Got the trolley! Got the trolley!
This guy does not seem like he's in much of a hurry. Let's get some more energy with this extra right here, the trolley guy. Wait a minute, what's he strangling him with? His collar? He's wearing a button-up shirt. Is he strangling him with anything, or is it just... I don't think he had to kill him. That seems like overkill. Overkill. Actually, that wouldn't kill a person, by the way, unless you broke their neck. That would just knock them out. Because when strangling a person, even after they pass out, they're not dead. You still have to continue strangling them. I don't know this from personal experience, by the way. I know this because at work I've been listening to a lot of true life crime things on YouTube. Like for the past 2 weeks, that's all I've been listening to.
Okay.
People are fucked up. I've been hearing all... Uh-oh, what was it? Oh, I'm going all in on this heist this time.
Got it.
Now both hit enter at the same time.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Got it, we're in. Thanks, mate. Take him with you.
So we stole the bowl. That's it.
Simon, I'll come to the front to get
I guess there wasn't money there. That would make sense. So I guess people don't bring cash to these kind of big auctions like this. Yeah. Penny Lane said we could fill that little cup with queso dip. Kratos guy said, "Hey Jacob, I just shot a bucket on Red Dead Redemption 2, and for some reason an arm fell out of it." What the fuck? Oh, high five! Well, that sounds like a good time.
I have to admit, I wouldn't have thought you'd live up to the task.
Do they not hear these
And
sirens?
as far as I can see, you're beginning to like playing this game.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely shouldn't, though.
No, you shouldn't, but you do. This game looked like it's shot well. This movie, I guess. I don't know. I guess even from a movie viewing perspective, it's not shot bad. I mean, it's competently shot. But I guess whoa, they almost took the back of that motherfucking car out. But for I guess my expectations for a game movie are less or lower.
Just get out of it.
I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh man, it looks like really good. But if I saw like just a movie of this, I'd be like, ah, it's all right. It's fine. It's competent.
Nothing here, nothing there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in society.
That's a green screen background.
Let me see it. I want to see the bowl.
Just wait. This thing stays in the bag until we get to Woo's place and he turns it into money.
Too fucking right.
You want to take a left? Some Shoreditch High Street.
Why does he want to see this bowl so bad?
Sounds classy. What are we going to do about this comedian?
Give him to me.
I'll pop it.
Whoa, hold on.
What?
Not here. Just keep him quiet until we get rid of this bowl.
You piece of shit. You told me you were giving me a part of the cut.
There should be some gaffer tape in the back somewhere.
Look out!
Oh, that's not good. Ooh, shit. You're all dead. Were they wearing seatbelts? Because if not, they're fucked up. Including myself.
Oh, shit. Mate. Mei-Ling. Mei-Ling, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Open your eyes.
the van's on fire, man.
Okay, there's petrol. Look, we gotta get out.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, you need to say, I'm gonna get out. I hope you can. It's been real. Though you are part of the group of people that were gonna murder me just a moment ago, so I can't say I'm real torn up about the situation. I think I would want to get away from that van. And are you sure that you didn't really check? I mean, I guess fuck them. I was gonna say you didn't really check them very well to see if they're dead or not, but they're talking about killing you. Yeah, sure, they're dead. If not, they will be soon. They're a bunch of fucking twats anyway, so. Why is it on fire? Oh yeah, it's a movie. Whenever cars wreck in movies, they burst into flames. Why is it on fire right there? All the stuff that would be... Well, I guess there'd be flammable stuff up front with the engine, but maybe the fuel line.
Where are we going?
We're going to Mr. Whoa!
Take this bowl to Woo's to finish what you
Mr.
started.
Woo!
Yeah, well, that was the plan, wasn't it?
That's what I said. Look.
What do you want to do, Mei-Ling?
Do you hear the police?
Mei-Ling!
Get the fuck... Well, fuck you. Leave her. We'll be nice. We might be able to bang sometime.
Look at me.
She's still hot.
Look at me. You can't not decide, okay? You have to do something.
Just take her ass. Damn.
Oh, look, come the fuck on, okay? We've got to go.
I feel like we're going to a place called Mr. Woo's. I might need her. Like, it's probably like I'm gonna need like an Asian influence when I go into this place. Something tells me Mr. Woo's is of Asian descent. Was she got like a concussion or something? Sprained ankle? What the? Hold up. She's wearing some like motherfucking kids with that like fancy dress. Did she go into that like fancy ass auction in those shoes? Red flags maybe? Maybe she changed shoes in the van. I don't know. Hong Kong City. Is that? Oh, it's a restaurant. I thought that was just a part of London, maybe. There's a ghost chick somewhere.
Welcome to Hong Kong
oh,
City.
and Red Dead.
Table for two.
Table for two.
We're here to see someone. Table for four. Follow me, please.
No, no, he said follow me, please.
Excuse me. We don't want to eat.
You can't, but I didn't do that.
This way. Follow me, please.
No.
Stop.
You want to see the manager?
You want to see the manager?
I want to see the manager.
You're not even eating?
No.
Your health inspector?
No.
He's the health inspector. That's a restaurant for you right there.
Mr. Wu, yeah.
Never heard of Mr. Wu.
Well, how about the Queen, mate? You heard of her?
Memory clearing.
I feel...
You listen to me.
I feel like this guy's hamming up the accent a bit.
You tell him right now.
Memory clearing.
Pay the consequences.
Is he the guy from the end of A Christmas Story? Is he one of them? Rah, 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 rah. Fortune cookie. What? Fortune cookie. Give me a motherfucking fortune cookie. Fortune cookies are weird for me because when I was a kid, I only got them for the fortunes. I never ate the cookies. As an adult, I only want the cookie because I like those. I don't really give a shit about the fortunes.
Didn't know any better. I'd say you picked that one on purpose.
What does yours say?
Oh shit. Take one. You're going to die a horrible death tonight.
Not telling.
Follow me, please.
I really... I wish the subtitles were spelled that way. Like F-O-R-O-E. P-R-E. R-S-E. Follow me, please. Oh yeah, this isn't good. Is that necessary?
What's your business?
I got ramekins for sale, yo. Old ass ramekins from the motherland. When I pull them out, they bust out their own theme song. Where's the subtitles go? Because I don't know what the fuck that guy just said.
Here?
Because we had a deal.
I made no such deal. I have never seen you before.
Look, the man who made the deal is dead, okay? That's why we brought you aboard.
Or maybe
My
dead.
boat.
Possibly dead. He was unconscious at least.
Madame,
He was a douche. Alright, man. Damn, that escalated real fucking quick.
managing to steal that ball. Quite impressive.
Impressive.
To steal it in the first place.
Quite impressive.
Nothing short of insanity.
We stole this for you.
I gave no such order. Not to you or anyone else.
What?
What?
To steal that ball is not only
She's like super intense in everything she says.
also suicide.
This is madness.
To the Choi family.
I think they said something about madness in the last one too. But no.
Honor.
This is London.
I fought wars for it. Its price is beyond measure.
Subtitle says, "Will it fit the soy sauce?"
How much they paid for it
yes,
tonight.
very much soy sauce.
I do not intend to add my life to the bill. Now get out!
I disbelieve you.
If you know how much they paid, then you know your 20% is a lot higher than you thought it would be.
Dun
You
dun
want to sign it because you don't want to
dun.
pay what you promised.
You
I
too
did
smart
not
for your own
order
good.
It's theft. The only order I am giving is to you. Get out of my restaurant!
I object.
No. Fuck you.
He's
You
got
owe us money and
He
you know
has a big fucking Are we back? I think we're back. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. That was all me. I was wondering what the hell. I had a perfect connection. Everything was looking good, but my effectively what I use as a capture card was screwing up. But what it was is, in order for the setup I use right now, I use two computers. I've explained some of this before, but ultimately the two computers are connected via my network. They're hardwired. Well, they're hardwired. Both of them are hardwired into my router, and that's how they're communicating, like 1-to-1. And then I stream from one, and I do all the other stuff on the other, on my gaming computer. And then the other laptop is what I just stream with it. But they have to be, I mean, they can do wireless. At the end of the day, what it was the fucking, the one that I play the game on and I do all the OBS stuff on, like all the transitions and everything, all the workhorse computer, it was on Wi-Fi. It wasn't plugged in hardwired, so it was communicating all funky. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I noticed that fucking wire wasn't plugged in. I was like, God damn it. So, all right, we're all good now. We should be cool. Sorry about that. Sorry that little hiccup. Hope we didn't miss or lose too many of you guys. All right, let's get back into this. I hope it wasn't like super stuttery like that for long. So, either way, what's going on here? Before I jump back in? Everybody's still here. Short and Sweet still here. Terrific still here. Penny Lane still here. Are we back at the menu? Yeah, no sound. Yeah. Okay. Everybody should see this, the pause menu. Got the resume and all that. All right, here we go. If you guys see any other issues, let me know. But it should be smooth sailing from here on out. All right. At Mr. Woos. I think we left. Did we? We took the. He made us take the bowl. Okay, cool.
Great.
Fucking great.
Do you still want to know what my fortune cookie said?
Sure. A young man may trust his ears, but a wise man trusts his heart.
Well, yeah, that's real topical,
Did you know
I guess.
about the choice? How dangerous they are? You fucking did, didn't you?
Well, no shit.
You knew everything Wu just told us.
Believe me, anybody
And
who's
yet you
paying
still
that
went
much
against
money
and
for a
stole that damn
fucking...
boat.
Anybody who's paying
This is
$12.5 million
a choice that allows us to
or quid or whatever the fuck it is, euros for a fucking ramekin,
What do you suggest?
they gotta be
Until
crazy.
we come up with one. I know a place.
Okay. I was really stressed about that. I was gonna go with better
let's go.
plan. This game moves a little faster than the complex. The complex was like, it was interesting, but it was kind of like had that part in the middle. I enjoyed it, but it was kind of slow, and it didn't have like a whole lot of choices. This one doesn't have like shit tons of choices, but it's got more than the complex did. Hey, wherever they're going, do you think they'll bang? Next week's game, by the way, while we're sitting here at this transitional period of the game, of the film, they got a couple of other games.
Name? Smith?
Yeah, Smith. One of which I own, and the other one I don't. The other one is one I've never played called 5 Dates, I think is what it's called.
Really?
Made by the same people, and it's supposed to be like a romantic comedy. I think I might try that one. That'd be different. That is the most bare bones hotel wall I've ever seen in my life. I used to work in the hotel industry years ago, so I know. I guess. A picture should be there. I wonder if there's a copyright thing. Well, there's not one.
Do you believe Wu? He knew nothing about the job.
He looked convincing, didn't he?
The headphones
That's not
keep
what I
cutting
asked
out.
Not adding much to this conversation, mate.
I don't know. I thought we were delivering the ball for 20% job done. I should be back at home by now, soaking in the bath. Shit.
What?
Well,
There's no bath.
no, there's no bath.
Somebody
What kind of hotel is this?
Why has no one tried to contact us? Is there any way we can get to Jeff's phone messages? Or what about that?
Who would try and contact you? Nobody knows who the fuck you are. You just stole something. The rest of your... Uh-oh. Got my attention. Obligatory romance. Fuck yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Because she's horny. She wants to bang. Hell no, we're not going to withdraw. We are going to insert. Do it. Do it. Yeah. All right. If it fades to black or somebody's going to bust in the room or something.
Don't ask me.
No, something's going to show up on the TV. I can hear how loud the TV is. And it's going to get their attention. They're going to go.
Shit.
No. Yeah, shit right.
That's us.
Dude, this is the part where you grab her and say, none of that matters right now. No, 12.5 million pounds. Belinda Salt. In-channel reporter.
How do they know?
The Troys will believe the ball's history.
Your choice or worse.
I am deeply, deeply devastated by this event. If the bowl was indeed destroyed, mankind transcends value.
Oh yeah, I'm very compassionate of him.
Transcends. This. Uh-oh. Yeah, we didn't do that.
Fucking hell.
So does like this ramekin have some kind of like mythical properties or something? Like if you dip your chicken tenders in it, are you gonna like get 10 years added onto your life or something? I mean, why is everybody? Is it this serious?
Doesn't make any sense.
Explain.
Mate, we got him killed by taking it there.
Where next? We should get out of the city.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, what doesn't make any sense though?
Are you crazy? Having that is going to get us killed.
I feel like she knows something more about this. I also feel like the score is really drowning out the dialogue. Did Christopher Nolan direct this?
Yeah.
No, Smith's not here. Smith's not here. They're gonna look down and they'll see him coming up. Open a window. Oh, I wasn't expecting there to be a... Oh, we should have gone upstairs.
They're coming.
Oh, they're speaking another language. Go upstairs. Where's she going? I said upstairs, not down. Oh, whoa, whoa. They're really close. Uh-oh. What's the... Wah. My headphones keep cutting out. It's pissing me off.
Where is it?
This motherfucker. He looks like somebody. I mean, he looks like somebody I've seen before.
I don't know where it is.
We've all had a very long night. If you don't come to your senses, I can assure you that yours will become even longer.
What kind of accent is that? It's not British, but it's not like an Asian accent. It's like...
大伯，唔好意思，咁夜做醒你。我知咪過嚟問嗰個女人，仲未能講。失望，個會係我哋㗎，同你講。
he bitch slapped too. That wasn't even a bitch slap. That was like a bitch slapping. That was like...
Where's the ball?
That's even worse than a bitch slap, I think.
Okay, it was taken from me and now I don't know where it is.
Lies.
Look, I haven't got your fucking rice bowl.
Hey,
Disrespect.
rice bowl.
Now for the final time, where is the real ball?
The real bowl. Disrespect will be
I don't
punished.
understand. Where is the ball you took from the auction, not the copy you had in your pocket?
Uh-oh.
The original.
Dun dun dun.
The original ball that you stole, where?
Then you stole. I should not be making... Uh-oh, fuck. I don't like what they got going on there.
You know where the ball is. You and your lady friend. Next door. Both of you know. One of you will tell.
What have you done to her?
So you admit to your partnership with her?
Sure.
What have you done to her? Look, what the fuck is this? What have you done to
I think
her?
they finna fuck you up, dude. There's some Yakuza shit. Actually, I don't think it's Yakuza. They're Chinese. Yakuza's Japanese, so.
The longer you have bowled, the
Bowl
longer you
equals
find
pain.
simple mathematics.
What is he doing?
Fuck! Fucking hell! Look, I haven't got your fucking right spot.
Is it like a vice? Is he? Is that his fingers? Oh, fuck that shit. That sucks. You know, the part that creeps me out the most is not just like the bones cracking and stuff. It's like the fingernail cracking. I got a fingernail thing though.
The other is punished.
The classic prisoner's dilemma.
What?
Game theory first term. Whatever I tell them lives or dies on what Mei Ling tells them, and vice versa. If our answers are inconsistent, one of us dies.
Choose.
What am I choosing?
Choose punishment.
Choose punishment.
Know your fate.
I mean, the long one.
The long one.
Always take the long one.
Good choice.
But wrong choice.
Very honourable death.
What? Death? Why are we there? I mean,
turn and it twists your intestines like a key.
I mean, death seems a bit.
Death comes slowly.
A bit
and
much.
for a long,
That seems a bit much.
long time.
Great.
Where is the bow? The original bow.
Short squeeze. Oh yeah, he gets it on.
Can I trust her?
Oh
to be
damn, I guess
reasonable?
not.
Or
Can I
will she keep
trust her to be
quiet?
reasonable?
Because
She
if she
is
does
a
that,
part of the
she
group of
dies.
people that kidnapped you and were going to murder you, even though she was showing a bit of protest. But she's still part of that group. But we're gonna protect her because
I'm
we're
genuinely
honorable.
telling you. Okay, I know nothing about swapping the original.
She's gonna like
Okay, I was forced to be
sell
part
us
of
the fuck
robbery.
out.
I had no choice. I knew
Is the
nothing
dude
about the plan apart from what to
Is
do
he the dude
next.
from Black Mirror?
There is nothing I can tell you that's of
Bandersnatch.
use.
I don't know.
You're just wasting your time with me.
Maybe.
That's the absolute truth.
I've only seen that once. I really like Black Mirror, but that one—that's the Choose Your Own Adventure Black Mirror, right? Oh, that would suck. That's like that is kind of fucking torturous. That sucks.
Where is the original? Do we repeat?
I don't know.
I mean, why wouldn't he just give the bowl up at this
Second
point?
round, like I thought. The girl kept quiet.
Where?
Fuck. She following a strategy. If I get this wrong, then Mei Ling gets one of those knives through the stomach. And so do I.
Protect her.
God, I don't know. What can I tell you?
Well, you really don't know though.
This can only continue.
Not really. Eventually, my fingers will
Where
just crush
is
into
the
mush,
original?
and then what are you gonna do? Keep protecting.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
I feel like she's gonna crack and give us up at some point.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, your fingers are fucked at that point.
Every finger, then every knuckle, continuing every joint. You will see daylight, but still, it will continue.
I mean, I don't know, man. That thing's only so big. It's only
Where
gonna go so far up
is
my arm.
The original.
Christ, that girl's tough. Do I even believe that
Ooh,
she's...
I wonder if she's working with them.
Is she a part of this?
Oh.
Is she a part of their gang and they think that I'm the only one who knows where the original is?
That doesn't make any sense.
Am I
She
just
knows
prolonging
that
the
you weren't with
inevitable?
them.
Fuck. Do I trust her?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. We're gonna be honorable this
I'll
playthrough.
see you in the fucking morning, mate.
I don't like people spit. Ugh. Body fluids creep me out. Most of them.
佢靚妹爆晒出嚟啊！佢會拎隻碗嚟。
The lady says you lied to us.
What?
That you're the only one who knows where it is.
Oh, motherfucking bitch.
Speak
Speak English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Can we please speak in fucking English?
I didn't say you're the only
Yes.
one who knows where it is. I said you're the only one who can get to it.
Well, okay.
Why is he the only one that can get to it? That's it? Out of all that turning and twisting, that's all it did to his fingers?
You bring us the ball. She stay as hostage. If you fail, she dies.
Where the fuck am I supposed to get this bowl? Oh, I get... Like, if one of those guys don't have it, maybe the old man has it?
It's Pa.
Par. Who's Par?
He's the one who fucked us. He fucked us all.
How do you know that?
Because I'm the one who forged the copy for him.
Oh, you bitch. No, you're the one that fucked us then.
Enough.
No, you've already been
Time to
fucked.
go.
You had an opportunity earlier, too, by the way, to get that good kind of fuck.
I'm sorry.
Where's the original?
I don't know.
I think, is Par the old man, or is he the one of the people that she's working with? You recognize Daryl Kwan because he had a small role in Tomb Raider, which you've likely been studying.
Okay.
I've seen Tomb Raider. Which Tomb Raider? The new Tomb Raider?
I have to make this fucker pay for what
Probably.
he's done to us.
I haven't actually. That's.
What the hell is he playing at?
Is that next on my list?
Rich fucking bastard.
No, it's not next on my. I've got. It's a couple of movies out, but I will be doing Tomb Raider, the 2018 Tomb Raider in the next few weeks.
Am I really doing this? All right. Just keep walking.
Where am I going?
Just keep moving.
Am I going to his house, the old man's house, from the beginning? The guy who owned the bowl.
Fuck! I really have no time for this.
I remember this vaguely. I remember this is like a really weird scene. Like, it didn't make a lot of sense to me. Why would you approach them? And there's a cop right there.
So bus stop this way, mate.
How the fuck should I know, smoke boy?
Honestly, mate.
Let's be cool. There's a cop right there.
You got a bus to catch, have you?
There's a cop right there behind them.
Like a limousine, if you ask me, smoke boy. For the police.
Did they not see that cop pull up?
We're just having a laugh, aren't we?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh. If it allows me to skip like the other game did, I might try and do another quick playthrough at the end here. And I'm going to kick that motherfucker's ass. Yeah, that was weird, because like as he's walking up, this cop pulls up right behind him. He nearly choked you. Really?
Shit. The auction guy Jeffrey nearly strangled. He had access to the bowl after the expert on stage had it. Right before we stole it. Right. How do I find him?
I mean, is it that easy? Hey, he's got a Windows phone. I used to have a Windows phone. I had a few Windows phones. I really like those phones, by the way. They got a lot of hate, but those phones were awesome. I had quite a few Windows phones through the years. I hate that they stopped making them.
Oh, hi. I'm really sorry to call this late, but is Sebastian at home?
Sebastian.
Speaking, please.
It's Stan from work. I heard he was in an accident. Is he alright? Is he at home?
No, he's not well. He's been taken to the hospital. He has a serious concussion. It's horrible.
He's been taken to the
I'm really sorry
hospital.
to hear that.
Serious
Where did they take him?
concussion.
They took him to St. Thomas's, but they won't let me visit until the morning.
St. Thomas's. Thank you. I'm really sorry this happened.
Don't worry, it's not your fault.
It kind of is. I don't really know if it's that easy to just get somebody's phone number that quick. But hey, this is a movie, so whatever.
Let's pay this poor guy a visit.
Antonio said, The Cradle of Life. Yeah, I did The Cradle of Life. I actually liked that Tomb Raider movie for what it was. I mean, it had its issues. I liked it better than the first Angelina Tomb Raider. I will admit that. Most people don't. Most people consider it the worst of the two. I thought it was kind of fun. It's goofy as fuck. She punches a shark and the shark growls underwater. She punches a shark as it growls and tries to eat her, and then she grabs it and rides it up to the surface.
You work here?
As you can see.
No shit. Yeah, right? No, I'm just back here behind
party
this.
to go to.
Behind this receptionist table for no fucking
Why do you
reason.
think I'm back here doing an extra shift?
Yeah, well, things would have gotten way worse for you.
Oh, don't start.
Oh, wait, that's
What
the
brings you
girl.
here?
That's the girl from the beginning, huh?
See someone? Can you tell me what room Sebastian Leclerc's in, please?
That's the girl that you were going to give the keys to.
Is he here?
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Oh, come on. It's just a room number.
What? Like it was just a key?
Oh, come on.
No, bitch, you wanted a key to a fucking Maserati that you did not own. I'm asking for a room number to a patient.
This isn't about some
There is a
entry ticket
difference.
to some party, yeah? This is way bigger.
What's so important that you need to see him now?
Fuck it, I'll explain it. Why not?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
I won't believe you if you don't.
Are you gonna like cram the whole story in like one sentence?
It's because tonight I was kidnapped by a gang of thieves who forced me to be part of a failed robbery, which has resulted in me being pursued by a gang of homicidal triads who want something that I don't have.
Triads. That's what I was saying. They're like
And
the
this is
Chinese
the
Yakuza.
only bloody person who knows where it is.
Or maybe the Yakuza is like the Japanese
Can't wait till
triads.
visiting
I don't know.
hours.
I will be dead by visiting hours. Please.
7th floor. Room 703. And if you get caught, I've never seen or heard of you.
Thank you.
I was never here. So what's he? Oh yeah, we're going to this guy because we think he took the bowl. Sebastian took the bowl. Yeah. The name of that book is Smut.
They won't let me use the internet.
Right on, old man.
Oh my god. That's how we got the ball at the auction house.
How? With a Smut magazine? Are we gonna rough him up? Wake up, Sebastian. Sebastian, wake up. I have questions for you, Sebastian.
What are you doing here?
You remember me, right?
It looks like a
shouldn't be here.
kind of like Tom Holland.
No.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Now you listen to me, mate.
No, he kind of looks like what's the
Okay,
guy's
I do not
name?
want to hurt you.
He's that character actor. He's in a bunch of movies.
I'm gonna get a whole lot worse.
I cannot remember his
Understand
name.
me?
I can't even remember what movie. He's that guy who's in all those movies, but I can't remember which movies.
Good. Now tell me about your deal with Samuel Parr.
It's not
I
him.
know
though.
you replaced the porcelain rice bowl with a forgery.
That's a lie.
I know what you did, Sebastian. Parr's cabinet. The one he bought right before the bowl was auctioned. The one with the secret compartment. That's right. The forgery was hidden inside before the auction, wasn't it? And then afterwards, you replaced it with the original. You're the only one who could have done it, Sebastian.
That seems
The
a
only
bit extravagant.
Dad, what do you want? What do you want from me?
I mean, the guy was all alone. He was going to be alone in that elevator. There were times that this guy was alone with this product. Why would he have to have like a hidden compartment and all that shit?
Kidding, right?
If you don't promise, I tell you nothing.
I tell you nothing.
I don't have time for this, mate.
You must give me promises, or you learn nothing.
Just you and me now.
Yeah, that's not the only way that they monitor people in the hospital, my
I'm gonna ask you
friend.
nicely.
Especially someone with a fucking concussion. There's other monitoring devices on his body.
I swapped it. I swapped it in the elevator. The original with
The
the
elevator.
forgery, and I hid it.
The cabinet. Pa's cabinet I built an auction. There was a secret compartment in it, right?
Yes.
Is that where it is? Is the bowl still inside?
I don't know. This is the truth. The security took everything to the safe storage after the robbery, and they brought me here to the hospital.
It's a movie. Let it slide. Yeah, I know.
Safe storage. So it's still inside Hainsworth's.
All right, terrific. I guess this time I'll let it go.
Oh, painkillers, thank Christ.
Oh, we a fucking junkie now? Yeah, cause
Will this get me into the vault?
Yes, if you can get to it, yes.
I don't think they leave stuff like that just laying there. They usually put all that shit in a bag. That dude looks like too much of a wimp to be bullying some guy in a hospital bed. I'd not be able to take him seriously. I know, right, Penny Lane?
Get what soon?
Yes, it's an interactive movie. That's right, terrific, and I'm interacting with it. I don't even, besides the fact that we just went and got confirmation of what we already thought was going on, I don't know. Well, I guess we're going to the old man's house. Because that's the old man, the guy who owned it. I guess he was trying to fuck everybody, right? Okay, we don't let that slide. It's like Bandersnatch, only more interesting and with tiny bowls. Yes. This is Black Mirror Tiny Bowls. Tiny Bowls edition. I don't know, man. I mean, I can get down with them, like, going to war over some type of, like, ancient artifact or something, but the tiny fucking ramekin bowl? Come on. Oh, wait. Talk to receptionist, sneak to elevator. I'm gonna sneak to the elevator. Because I'm sneaky. Well, that's not, you know, you're not very sneaky. What was that? What? What kind of sneaking was that?
Doors closing.
Swipe card. I don't remember any of this. I don't think I did this. This is not the path I took.
Doors closing.
Go down. This is not the, I don't remember this at all from when I played it the first time. Granted, that was 6 years ago.
Going up?
Sure. That's not weird at all. This guy's like the worst spy kind of sneaky person ever. But I mean, he's making it happen. But yeah, I mean, the tiny bowl thing just really, I have a hard time taking this serious. Could we have gotten like some kind of like ancient jade dragon statue or something that had some heft to it that we'd be like, yeah, I could see that being worth like $12.5 bajillion.
Collie let me in. Who? Mr. Quinn? Mr. Quinn?
Sebastian.
Yeah. Wait here.
Simon. Continue, motherfucker. Fuck it. What? I thought I hit continue. Okay, I guess we're going to the stairwell. I feel like they'll be waiting at the elevator for me. Or is he going to do the classic look down and see people coming up there? Oh, no, he didn't.
Fuck me, that was close. What a terrible idea. I should have run straight to Pa's in the first place.
Why didn't we go there? I thought that's where we headed.
Primrose Hill.
And how's he know where this guy lives? I guess he's rich. Maybe people just know. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know where all the rich people in my area live. Granted, I'm not a criminal. Yes, terrific. He is the worst spy fucking ever.
Good morning.
An appointment with Samuel Parr?
Mr. Parr does not receive guests before 10 o'clock.
He's gonna receive me, bitch.
And I want to see him right now.
Wait here. Mr. Parr.
Oh, well, that'll do it. He doesn't
Mr.
receive
Parr,
guests. Well, I want to
this
see
man
him.
says
Oh,
he
okay,
has a-
sure.
I'll take my tea in the study today.
Hell yeah.
You intrude at the crack of dawn, my friend. I assume it's urgent.
That dude's kind of
Oh,
pimping. He's
original.
like, before she could
Original
finish
what?
talking, he's like, I'll take my tea in the study.
Do enlighten me.
He said a
The
lot
rice
with that
bowl.
one sentence. He
The
said,
fucking
that ain't no
rice bowl.
fucking
If
rice
you're
bowl.
referring to the
It'd be
rice
like
bowl you
this
prepared from
much.
Ainsworth's last night,
If I
that
got
dish
that
is
as,
gone.
if I got my rice in that when I
Lost
went to a
forever,
restaurant, I would be
fear.
pissed.
true,
Granted,
is
I'm
it?
American. I'm used to eating like a shit ton of food,
Because what
so
was
maybe that's why.
stolen was a copy. The original is safe and in your possession.
And you are...
Matt. You can call me Matt.
If that's how much rice Chinese people are
Mr.
eating
Matt.
each meal, then that's
How
why
did you come by this extraordinary theory?
I know that mailing
a lot of Chinese people are fairly thin.
Organised the robbery.
And you have proof to back up this outrageous slander?
I don't need fucking
I don't
proof,
need
dude.
Proof, mate. We're not in court, are we? I know what I know, yeah? That you fucked up my life for a piece of fucking pottery.
Language, dear boy.
Language?
Don't get confused.
Bitch,
I don't
please.
know what with Sebastian the Clerk. Yeah. Smuggling the original out of the auction house, hidden inside the wooden chest you bought.
This is quite the little work of fiction, isn't it? What do you hope
Yes.
to gain by this?
We're going to discuss this sensibly or not?
Yeah, we
I
gonna
think
fuck
perhaps
some
we should
shit up.
discuss it with the police. What do you say to that?
Go ahead, try and call him.
You have any idea how much that cost?
It looked like it really bothered you. Hey, not cool, man. You have any idea how much that cost? I mean,
In
come
my
on.
study.
Calm the fuck
Yeah.
down, dude. Chill.
Lead on.
Penny Lane, I think they need some of the some of those edibles you got. Or I think that old man's already taken them, but our main character here, whatever his name is, I can't really remember. he needs some of those edibles to chill the fuck out, man.
Where's the bowl?
I don't know. Since it was stolen, I've lost
That's
track.
what I used to say
It's a lie.
every time I went to my friend's
It's
house
the
when I was a
truth.
teenager. Hey, where's the bowl? Let's intimidate him.
What do you think the Troys have to say about all of this?
Hey guys, where's the bowl?
The Troys will never believe you. I am a respected member of the community, and you clearly are not.
Keep intimidating.
You willing to take that risk? Tony Wu was a respected member of the community.
If it lets me
They had no
skip,
trouble
like I said
killing him,
earlier,
did
I'm
they?
gonna whoop this old man's ass, like force him. I'm assuming
everything in here.
that's what it means.
Not now, will I?
You said you wanted your tea.
All right, all right. The bowl is here. I picked at the chest last night.
Show it to me.
Yeah, let's stop him. He's probably got.
Wait. I'll do it.
You don't know the code?
You tell it to me, come on.
Tell it to me, you fucker.
791901.
Ah, you cheeky bastard.
You don't think I'm just going to give it to you just like that?
What's that? That's a little
Yeah, I
gun.
think that's exactly what you're going to do.
That might
The
be a 9.
bowl's
It's either a
not
9 or
here.
a
Then what is it?
38. 380 maybe. Same
It's
thing.
not here.
I am serious.
Don't shoot, don't shoot.
That was a weird edit. He said, I am
It
serious.
isn't here. It's still at Hainsworth's.
You said you picked it up last
You
night.
said you picked it
I
up, you
couldn't get
douche.
it. Not with the police there. It's still in the vault.
Then when's it being delivered?
It's yours. Didn't
Why
you
would
buy
I
it?
tell you.
Okay. Then we'll wait here. Together with the Troys.
No, wait.
What?
I mean,
Get
we
me
ain't
out
got to
of
get
this.
all of them involved.
I'll give you £1 million if you keep my involvement from the Choi's.
Sold.
You can take £100,000 right now, right out of the safe.
Sold.
Rest later.
I don't even need the other million.
$1 million?
100,000? Sold.
What? And you get scot-free, do you?
Yeah.
Scot-free.
It's okay. I'm cool with that. Except.
Yeah, okay. But if I don't get the rest of the money, the Troys will find out. Whatever it takes.
I'll call Hainsworth and tell him that the chest is being picked up.
Good morning, it's Samuel Parr. I'm going to pick up the thing myself. No, that's fine. Okay, thank you.
Why do I feel like he's just called like the cops or something?
Car keys.
I mean, if they're gonna give me $1 million or pounds or whatever to fucking do whatever that just let him take the bowl. Fuck it, sure, it's all yours. Hey, Edgar's here. What's up, Edgar? As usual, Edgar's working on a video. Man, you be producing them video. You're editing them videos like every time you're on here. That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's about to end. I don't know if it'll be a good ending or not. We're about to find out. If it'll let me skip the scenes like it did last week in the other game they made, then I might do a quick playthrough with different choices. And just like skip through the stuff we've seen. I'm a criminal now. How do I feel? Well, I had my brush with criminal activity when I was a younger gentleman, so I guess it kind of feels like that. I'm a pillar of the community now, though. I guess I'm just not a criminal. This movie game should just be called The Bowl. The Tiny Bowl. That's what they need to call it. Tiny bowls and the men who love them.
Not been disappointed by your cooperation.
Where's my Ling?
That other chick, though,
She's here.
she talked a lot of shit. We killed her ass.
Are we free to go?
One question.
Uh-oh.
Mei-Ling claims she was ordered to steal a copy of the bowl by Samuel Parr, who in turn intended to retain in secret the original bowl for himself. To your knowledge, is this true?
Fuck it. Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you have proof?
I mean...
No.
Never mind. We investigate a matter with Mr. Parr himself.
Oh, fuck.
Here's my deal with Parr.
We weren't supposed to tell him
Perhaps
about
you should
that.
enlighten the
My
matter.
bad. Whoops. Well, you already got 100,000, so...
You may leave now.
Where is Mei Ling?
She didn't pull through.
Room 731.
So is he like scot-free for the
He's
rest of his
out.
life now, or?
What did he say?
Goodbye.
I don't feel like that was goodbye. I don't speak Cantonese or whatever it is they're speaking, but I feel like he said something like "kill that motherfucker" when he gets outside. I feel like something bad is still going to happen, or possibly could happen, because this movies, if that was the end part, if the tension was supposed to be over, they would have just like cut to him getting her and leaving. Oh,
Mate.
is she fucking dead?
Mate, 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 open your eyes. Oh fuck.
Yeah, they killed her ass.
Oh fuck.
Now the cops are gonna bust in or something. Oh, why in movies do people pick up the fucking murder weapon?
Oh, please, stay where you are.
I told ya. If I ever walked in on a murder... Hey, wait a minute. Is she alive? No, she died. She just died. If I ever walked in on a murder and I saw like a knife sitting there, you best believe I'm not gonna fucking touch that shit. Is that the end? That was nothing good. I think that's the end. That was the bad, or I don't know, was that one of the bad endings? It was an interesting ending, I'll give it that. I thought we were scot-free. Tobias Weber. Well, there it is, ladies and jelly spoons. We got what the fuck is the name of this? The Tiny Bowls and the Men Who Love Them. What is the name of this thing? Late Shift. Yeah, I agree. Tiny Bowls would have been a better name. That's what I'm referring to this to henceforth. Let me see if it'll let me skip. The other game was tab skipped. That is not what skips here. Is it not gonna let me fucking skip the credits? Oops. I'll let their credits run, and maybe it'll, last time at the end of the credits is when it, like, said you can hit tab to skip scenes now. So what do you guys think? We'll see. If it lets me do that, then I might do another quick, what time is it? Yeah, it's only 10:40. I'll probably do a quick, at least one more quick one to see if we can get a totally different ending, something a little more exciting. I mean, as far as like a movie goes, just from a storytelling perspective, it's alright. It's pretty, I mean, it was entertaining. It's fine. It wasn't like, oh my god, that was like the best fucking story ever. It was entertaining. It was good for a interactive movie. Choose your own adventure. If I remember correct, well, I think if I remember correctly, though, you can get like drastically different endings, and even like the game itself, you can go to different parts of the city, or at least skip parts and stuff like that. Unlike the complex that we played last week, it was just like you're in that same place the whole time. The endings were different, I guess, but let's see. How long are these fucking credits gonna be? They're gonna make me watch this shit. Uncool, man. Uncool. I mean, I don't mind watching credits, but I'm streaming. I don't want to exit the game. I want it to, like, give me whatever neat special things I got for beating it. What are you guys saying over here? Seems like you wouldn't have... Wait. This movie game should be just called... Yeah. I do not like that tone. What tone? My tone? It seems like you wouldn't have a $12 million ramekin on the edge of the table like that where it could fall off. Like it needs a tiny box or something. Yeah, right? Tiny box for a tiny bowl. And then you put that tiny box inside of a larger box. They need like the guy in the beginning was handling it all like it cost $12.5 million fucking dollars. Not these guys though. They said, fuck your $12 million. It's just $12 million. Who cares? Lost my place again. The bad thing that happens is gonna be the ramming and break. Yeah, right. That would make me cry. Should have said no. Then he wouldn't have gotten involved. When? I don't know. I said no to a lot of stuff. Damn, we beat the game. Yeah, that's what I do like about these games, these little interactive movie games. You're going to beat it one way or another. And it's kind of like, we're not just like starting something and not getting to the end of it. I mean, if you can, they're all the ones I've played at least have been about the length of a regular game, so. Their first one, though, well, I don't know if it's their first. It's the first one I remember playing, and it is the oldest one of theirs I've played. And it came out before this, probably around like between 2013, 2014, 15, called The Bunker. It's a full motion video interactive-ish movie, but I want to say it had like parts where it was like still shots, like hallways, and you could pick like where you wanted to go and stuff like that. And you had to actually go to those, like all these different rooms, and you could trigger things to happen. I think it was a little bit more gamey than these other movies have been. We'll probably play that one eventually. Next week, I'm actually probably going to either play The Bunker or that 5 Dates game. That romantic comedy sounds like it'd be neat. I mean, a romantic comedy game. How many of those have you ever played? I'm intrigued. I kind of want to play it. I've got some other full motion video, like newer full motion video games that were made by other companies. Like there's one I've got called, I don't think I ever beat it either. It's called Her Story, I think. And it's like you are at a computer, like a police forensic computer or something like that. When they have all this video that they did about like I think it's a murder, and like there's a woman, like lots of interviews with, it's either one woman or a bunch of different people, and you can actually type in questions and stuff, and there's all this like video you watch to piece the story together to find out who actually did it. But I think next week will either be The Bunker or Your Decisions Are You. The Bunker or what was the other one I said? 5 Dates. I kind of want to get that 5 Dates one. Your Decisions. Endings unlocked. 1 of 7 chapters found. 12 or 14. Well, I almost got all the chapters. Decisions made 56. Well, if there's only 12 or 14 chapters, it should let me skip them pretty quick. So what? I made more decisions than that. Your Decisions. Will a new game... Let's see. Oh no, this won't do. I can't skip? Oh no. I'm not gonna play through the whole damn thing again. I mean, I enjoyed the game, but I need that skip thing. Decisions made 0, 1 of 7. 0? Oh, because I guess it's talking about... There's a setting, maybe? Resolution? No? Oh, fuck that shit. Yeah, let's see when the game gets started, if it'll let me... Oh shit, what did I do? Oh. Oh no, nothing's skipping. Buttons. No! Yeah, I'm not doing that. My mouse has like 1,000 buttons on it, but none of them do anything.
All part of some bigger picture.
Come on.
Flow, endless and meaningful. Maybe that's how it looks from a distance.
Yeah, I'm not doing this again.
Close, with eyes open. I see no evidence of any
Fuck it.
spiritual choreo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play through it again because it won't let me skip. Because, I mean, I just did it. I mean, it was entertaining, but I don't think you guys want to watch this more or less the same story unfold again. So, yeah. We'll just... I'm going to exit this bitch. Where? I do want to see what happens when I click on Mixer. Mixer on. Why isn't Mixer coming on, guys? Yeah. So yeah, that was a late shift. I was hoping to get, like last week, have like a few different endings so we could take a look at that, but oh well, fuck it. Hope you guys like that. I enjoyed it. Had a good time. Damn, that sucks. I was hoping to see like more. I liked how the other one let me skip around like that. So what are you guys saying over here? It seems Ramekin should have said no. That would be the game. I'm not drunk enough yet. Well, me neither. The bowl, the heist gone wrong. That's a good one too. There's the title. Edgar, how's it going? Oh, that's what Antonio was saying to Edgar. I think he's got like a little dab emoji thing going on there. I like this game. I think some scenes are poorly acted and such, but it's okay. It was. I mean, it's when it comes to like these full motion video movie games like this, it's like, I don't know. I think I give them more. Well, video games in general, when it comes to storytelling and like the cinematic qualities that some of them have, I think I give them a bit more leeway than I do actual movies. I think everybody does. Like I think a decent movie story, or a pretty good movie story rather, in a video game is a lot of the times like lauded as being amazing and awesome and so epic, because we're just so used to video game stories kind of a lot of the times being a bit lackluster. They've gotten much better over the years, but whatever. I mean, but if you really think about a lot of video game stories that you think are just so amazing and awesome, if you thought about them in movie form, it wouldn't always work the same. Because one of the things about video games is that one of the things that makes them so it gets you so invested in them is because they are interactive. You've been doing that stuff, not just your character, but you've been involved in it. So when these story beats happen, you're much more involved with it than a movie. So I think that's one of the things that heightens it. If you were just watching it, like if you've ever watched somebody play a game, well, nowadays people do that. Well, hell, you guys are doing that right now every Wednesday. But me, I come from a generation where we didn't do that. If you did, it was like your friend on the couch and you were only watching until you were like, give me the fucking controller, it's my turn. You know, I mean, this whole thing, like what I'm doing here with people actually watching people play games is like really new and kind of foreign to me. Even though I do it every week, I have a good time doing it and talking to you guys. I guess I get that part of it, but yeah, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It's like, it's not, these games are very story based, but like if you're watching like a Resident Evil or something like that, the games, if you're just watching somebody play it, it's kind of like, I mean, it was fine, but the person playing it probably has a totally different experience because they're really invested in it. And I think that's what we get with a lot of video game movies, or video games compared to movie stories, because video games can fall back on that interactive nature and you being involved and invested in what's going on and having fun with the gaming side of things, when movies can't. Movies are like, here's what it is. It's a very passive experience. You watch it, and I hope I mean, that's all we got. So it's got to be good. It's not always good, but that's what they're shooting for. But like, in my opinion, there's not nearly as many great video game stories as people tend to think. I think there are some great video game stories, but I think if you start dissecting some of those great video game stories, the ideas might be great, but the way that they're told in video games are usually kind of, it's all right. It's good for video games. And that's how I look at this. That's where I was going with it. Like when it comes to something like this is like so much more high quality, like full motion video than we got years ago, that now it is kind of like, wow, that looks really good. Because, and another thing is the video game industry has been being compared, even by the people within it, to the film industry almost since its inception. Maybe not since its inception, but definitely since they started telling stories, like actual stories in video games. It's almost like the video game industry has been striving to be the movie industry. Even though it makes more money, overall the video game industry makes more money than the movie industry, but they've been striving to be the movie industry, trying to, I think, to get that credibility that the movie industry has. But I kind of look at it like the movie industry was like that with like the literary industry for a long time. Like when movies first started coming out, everybody kind of viewed them like a lot of people view video games. Video games are much more respected now than they were back like in the 90s and the 80s. But when movies first came out, they were a joke. People were like, oh, that's like it wasn't necessarily child's toy, but nobody took them serious. Now they're like big business. It's like a serious thing, the movie business. But for a long time, they were chasing like the book industry and literary. Like that's where the true art is in books. And now people say art's in film. And I think people are starting to come around to say that at times art is in games as well. Yeah, I went way out over here to talk about that. By the way, any of you guys out there who do still play games sometimes, as far as like video game stories go, the two that I would throw out there for you to experience just from a cinematic perspective, but they're also good games, would be the Mass Effect trilogy, not including whatever the last one was called, I can't remember. But Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, those absolutely deserve to get the movie treatment. That could be an epic series. That's such a good game series. And they're coming out with a remaster in the next few months. It's going to be part 1, 2, and 3. Remaster all 3. Or a remake or something like that. Updated version. I will probably be streaming that. Won't be beating it. Those some long-ass fucking games, but we will be streaming it at some point. But Mass Effect trilogy and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Made by the same company, by the way. BioWare. They used to tell such good stories. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic has one of the best story twists there's ever been. Like the end of that game has a twist that really just like jaw on the floor. It's like, holy fuck. I just didn't see that coming. So good. Anyways, yes. Short said, yeah, it was okay. Edgar said, I watched one of the clips from last night's stream. I have a good feeling about those. I think they could bring you a lot of attention if you're covering current movie news. That was the idea. I've got another one actually queued up that when I'm done with this, I'm probably going to render and have it come out in the morning with something else. That's the idea, is I'm going to take, even with my live stream from last week, I recorded it and I released a more condensed version of it, the complex walkthrough. I have a version of just the movie and each individual ending at the end of it for people that are only interested in the actual game I'm playing and not so much all the commentary and other stuff that's going on. And I did that with the podcast last night too. I'll leave the full podcast up, and when I start uploading the audio version to places, of course, I'll rip that and upload it and probably do a little bit of editing there. But I plan on getting, depending on how much info's in each podcast, like this one I did last night, it's probably going to be 3 videos I will cut out of it. There's that one about Mortal Kombat that I released today. I got one about Run, Fight, Hide, and a little discussion I had about that. And then there's another one about some stuff later on in the podcast that if I get done editing it, they don't take long to edit either, because I'm not like going real far out of my way. I'm just cutting out kind of dead space and also like parts like this where I'm talking to the chat, because that just doesn't work with replays, like rewatches. If you're not in the chat when we're talking about it, you don't really have much of an interest in it. But yeah, Edgar, I agree. Or I hope at least. It was really easy. Fairly easy to cut that up and throw some bumpers on each end and put a few graphics on it and upload it. It was an easy video. So it can't hurt. I mean, the video is doing fairly well right now. It's doing decent. I put it up with absolutely no expectation, so. I get 100. Wait. I lost my place. I feel like coffee, ice cream, but I'm too tired to go to the store. Right on, Short. I've got some coffee right here, and I think I have ice cream in my deep freeze downstairs, but I'm too lazy to go down there and get it. Plus, I'm doing a live stream, so there's that. But you go get you some coffee ice cream. I think you said you watched this on a mobile device. So just take us with you. We'll go with you. It'll be an adventure. Edgar said, I get 100% what you're saying about streaming, but joining this stream every week, I'm starting to think people join mostly for the chat and the group experience and the actual games. I do. I can if I can talk, I agree with that, and I do. That's why I do it, because if I just wanted to play the games, I'd pre-record it. It'd be easier, honestly. I mean, this isn't hard, but if I just wanted to play this game and put a video up on YouTube, I'd pre-record it, like with the other videos, slap some bumpers on each end and put it up there. I've done that before. I've got a lot of. I actually have a Let's Play playlist from back in the day before I ever streamed anything that I did that. Most of it's VR stuff, but there's lots of VR Let's Plays of me. Not lots, but there's quite a few. But that's the part I enjoy. I enjoy the interacting with everybody. I've considered, but I've heard it can turn into a shit show. I've considered like opening up like a Discord or something where people can actually talk. First of all, I don't know how many people would actually speak because people get weird about that, and I get that. But also, I've heard that like if enough people get in there, it just becomes a jumbled shit show. But I mean, I do. I like this part. I like, I see a lot of the same names every week, and when new people show up, that's fun too. But I totally think you're right. That's the live stream aspect of it is the interaction. I would like to think from both ends. The game is really just a reason to come for me. I think that's why those just chatting Twitch streamers are so successful. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I don't know if I have enough interesting stuff to say to do a stream where I just sit there and talk just about whatever. I don't know. I need a topic. I mean, I can talk. I'm a talking motherfucker. I will ramble for days. Ask my wife. Sometimes she's just like, be quiet. Short and Sweet agrees with you. Penny Lane said, Mass Effect. Yes. Yes, I love me some Mass Effect. Mass Effect is amazing. Regardless of what people think about the ending of the series. It's very... Yeah, I won't spoil it here, but I thought even the ending, especially when they updated the ending a bit, gave it a little bit more context. Yes, it could have been handled differently, I guess. I like the idea behind how they ended that series, but the execution was a little... When I say execution, I don't necessarily mean how it happens. I was cool with that, but I don't want to say too much and ruin it, especially since they're coming out with a new version soon. People might want to play it. I didn't have as much of a problem with the ending as a lot of people did, but I understand having a bit of a grievance with it. But how do you end something that amazing? They had been built, because Mass Effect was the first game. Hell, it may still be the only, but I mean, it was one of its biggest achievements was your choices from the first game, from the game previous in the series. If you played like part 1 of Mass Effect, every choice you made, which you made a lot of choices in that game. It's got like dialogue trees and stuff, and you pick what you're going to say. That's what that game's all about. It's very cinematic. You do run around shooting things and all that, and it's an RPG technically, but there's a lot of choices in that game, and they can drastically change things at times. But each choice you made, like in part 1, if you played that and you have a save file, when you get to part 2 and you play it, it will take those choices and start the story from where you would be. And like your story will be different than other people's story to a degree based on your choices. Like you'll run into somebody in part 2 that maybe was in part 1, and they'll react to you based on how you made your choices. It was really cool. I mean, maybe another game has done that since, but there haven't been a lot of them. And then part 3 was the same way too. Like there were choices you made in the first game that carried all the way over. Like little minute choices sometimes too. Like you're just talking to some random person and they're like, yeah, you remember me? You saw me a few years ago and you did that thing, or just sometimes it was just their demeanor towards you. Like if you were a dickhead to them, they just kind of be shitty to you. And it didn't always even call out that you did that thing to me one time. They just remembered you and were like, you're a dick. Or if you were really cool, they'd be much more open with you. That was so cool that they did that. I didn't like the Star Wars games on PS4. Which Star Wars games? There's so many of them. I played that... what's the one? The newest one. I just recently played it. I beat it. I played through it, and I sat down and like powered through it a few weeks back. Jedi Fallen Order. I thought that game was really cool. I like that. Prior to that, there hasn't really been a great Star Wars game for a while, but that one was up there. I really enjoyed that game. I remember before that, the only one that I kind of liked was, what's the one where you played like as the Darth Vader's apprentice? I can't remember. There's 2 of them. That was okay. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. It was playable. Before that, though, KOTOR or Knights of the Old Republic Part 1 and 2, they are unlike any Star Wars game you played before. They take place, I think it's 4,000 years before the first Star Wars movie. Like, it's like old school Star Wars, like the beginning, and they're just really cool. It's so far back that it's not held back by anything that's canon, that's in the canon. And a lot of people, I think, that have played it, it's widely said to be the best Star Wars game ever made, and it is. It's really, really good. It plays differently. It's a turn-based. It is a turn-based role-playing game, like turn-based fighter, but you can still move. It's weird. It's a different kind of turn-based. Made by the same people that made Mass Effect, by the way. It's before they made Mass Effect. Check it out. It's on, it's on I think it's even on phones now. There's Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2. There's also Star Wars The Old Republic, I think is what they call it. That is the MMO. They made an MMO that takes place in that universe. It's supposed to be good too, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the single-player role-playing game, Knights of the Old Republic. Definitely worth checking out, but it's a long game. It's a straight-up RPG. It saddened me. I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars too. I don't necessarily love, and I don't hate the new Star Wars movies. I see the faults in some of them for sure. I don't love where I see Star Wars going since Disney bought it. I feel like Disney has gotten so big, they just buy everything and just run things into the ground now. I've never been a fan of Disney, even before they were as big as they are. Back when they were just straight up the animation studio. I mean, I'll give them their props where they're deserved, but Disney as a company, I think at one point in time they were a good company, but they turned into this thing in the 90s, because in the 80s they were not doing so hot, and they actually put out some creative stuff with their live action movies. But then in the 90s they started popping off again. That's when they really went hard into animation again. And they found a niche and it worked, and they just got this air about them. I didn't like a lot of the practices they were doing even back then. I mean, doesn't mean I hate everything they got. There's some Disney movies I like, but I'm not like a Disney fanboy by any means. I just went on a rant about Disney there. The actor in this game looks like the guy from A Cure for Wellness. Duhan... what's his name? Desang? I know who you're talking about. That he was his first role. Well, the first role most people saw him in was Chronicle, and he was also in The Amazing Spider-Man. I think he was Harry Osborn in The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. Took James Franco's part, which I always thought he is like he kind of looks like Leonardo DiCaprio when he was younger. That was Cure for Wellness was a fucking crazy movie, by the way. Did not see that ending coming. Anyone seen? Hey, yes, I have. I saw that. Short Sweet said, Antonio, I saw that movie, A Cure for Wellness. It was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good too. It caught some shit. It's one of those real divisive movies that like some people love it, some people hate it. I enjoyed it. I did not see that ending coming. The whole ending part where it ended up going, I was like, okay, that's where we're going. They made a decision there. Not that it was bad, but it was just totally like, right, okay. That caught me off guard. Yeah, the backdrop on Jacob's screen sort of reminds me of that guy. Probably will, of course. No, I can see it. He kind of has a little bit. Damon, I think it's like he's got his name's not weird. I hate to say people's names are weird, but it's unusual. It's like Damon or Damon Hasu or Nasu or something. I gotta look that fucker up now. Chronicle. Movie. There it is. He is. Which I guess. His name is Dane DeHaan. Yeah, I was way off. Dane DeHaan. That'd be his name. But yeah, he's kind of. He's been in something else big too. I mean, he was in a lot of stuff all of a sudden a while back. But I feel like I'm missing something else big he was in. Shit. Why did I do that? Oh, Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, which was a interesting movie. I thought it was a visually interesting movie. But yeah, he was the main character in that. Kill Your Darlings with Daniel Radcliffe. I think I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. It's like about murder. Somebody gets murdered in that. The Place Between the Pines, which was a lot of people really just raved about that movie. I thought it was just kind of, it was alright. I guess that's good. I guess that's it. Oh yeah, he was in that Metallica movie. That movie that was like half movie, half video, music video. I guess he was in Lincoln too. That was a really good movie. Steven Spielberg joint. That's it. But yeah, Dane DeHaan. Hell Knight, I finally beat Doom Eternal. Awesome, man. What'd you think of the like I said, it wasn't like super deep storytelling, but I thought that Eternal actually right there closer to like the final third actually started expanding on the Doom story a lot more than the other games have. Like it didn't like take the focus away from the gameplay, which is what Doom's all about, but I thought it like actually started opening up and like how it kind of like showed how the original Doom guy, I thought that was pretty cool. And like it gave a little bit of backstory to that, or it connected like old Doom to new Doom. I thought that was neat. A very unique storyline, a cure for wellness. Yes, it was. Force Unleashed, that's the one. Terrific. The Force Unleashed and the Force Unleashed 2. They're just hack and slash, but those were fun games. I mean, they were fun enough. I'm not gonna say they're like must play, but they were fun enough for a play. You probably get them on like Steam or even like any of the consoles for next to nothing. I didn't like any of them, so I never played Fallen Order. Well, Fallen Order was I'm with you, because I'm of the mindset that while Force Unleashed I thought was okay, I didn't love it. I just thought, it's not terrible, especially compared to like some of the Star Wars games we've gotten over the years. But really, before Jedi Fallen Order, nothing was worth. No Star Wars game was really worth my time, I thought. Since Knights of the Old Republic, that came out in like 2003, maybe 2004. I think it was 2003. And like everything between that and Knights of the Old or that and Jedi Fallen Order was didn't hold in a very good light. But yeah, Jedi Fallen Order is worth it, man. If you got I don't know if you're either, but if you got an Xbox, or I don't know if you're an Xbox, PlayStation, PC, but if you have an Xbox or a PC and you are willing to spring for, you don't want to like pay full price, if you're willing to spring for a Game Pass membership, it's on Game Pass for I think Game Pass is like $10 a month, something like that. And you get like a whole bunch of games, and it's on PC. The PC Game Pass it's all the same, Game Pass Ultimate. So you can play that game for $10. It's worth it. And even if you don't like it, just fucking cancel after a month. I'm sure you got, or I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'm sure you got a PC, but I played it on my Xbox. Worth it though, for real. If you're a Star Wars fan, I think you'll like that game. They told a really good story with it. Rogue One is my new favorite. Unpopular opinion. I am straight up the chick who owns the Ewok movies. I remember those movies when they came out. I watched them. One of them, there's two of them, if I remember correctly. The first one, I remember not. I remember. I have not watched these movies in literally decades, but I remember them. I think, is it called the Battle of Endor or something like that? I think that's the name of them. Hold up. You know what we finna do? Let's get crazy. Because I'm sitting here like looking stuff up and you guys can't see it. Let's there it is. Okay. Yeah, all right. So you guys can at least see what I'm looking at, I guess. But yeah, I think it was called Battle of Endor. Let's see. There's two of them though. Is it EWOK? Ewok movie. I bet that'll show them. Oh, Star Wars fans, have any of you seen Fanboys? I forgot all about that movie. That was a fun movie. It wasn't quite as good as I'd hoped, but it was really entertaining. And the cool thing about this movie, even though it's kind of it is a comedy, it's actually based loosely. It's loosely based on an actual true story. Yeah, Battle for Endor. This one, I remember being okay. But there's a sequel. What's the sequel called? Ewok Adventure? No, maybe that's it. The Ewok Adventure. I don't know. I remember this movie being okay when I was a kid. I mean, I saw it in 1985, and I probably watched it a few times after that. And liking it. I've heard a bunch of people talk trash about it since then, but I mean, it was what it was. It's about the fucking Ewoks. I never had Ewok hate, though. Rogue One, though, I did like Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was one of the better, newer Star Wars movies. I didn't necessarily think it was necessary. But for a movie that was pretty unnecessary and they made based on like a line of text in the opening crawl of the first movie, I mean, they did a pretty good job. It was entertaining. I liked it. And that ending Vader scene was fucking badass. What are we saying still? Yeah, Dan Duhane. Yeah, Edgar said it. Probably got it before I did. Straight up. Also straight up stoned. Right on, Pity Lane. Dan Dane. I don't know if it's Dane or Dan. I don't know. I don't know how to use words. Yes, about Leo. Uncanny. Yeah, that's that. Hang on. Wasn't it right here? That's him. See? That's Dane Duhan. Dane. I don't know. That word. That's his name right there. I think he looks, when he was younger, especially like in Chronicle, he has a Leonardo DiCaprio kind of look. I think it's the eyes. Like, cover up the face. It's the eyes. And the swoosh thing he's got going on. That's that old Leonardo look. No, I'm not going to talk about that. The game... What? This game wasted my time, laughing my ass off. With Tide. Hello. Welcome, if you're still here. Apparently I wasted your time. What game are you talking about? The game that I just played? Have you been in here? Sorry if you didn't like it. That sucks. Place Between the Pines was a good movie. It had more so star power than I'd say a great storyline, subpower plot, definitely. Yeah, I remember what I saw of it. I remember was. I mean, it wasn't bad. I just thought it was kind of drawn out from what I remember. I don't remember much about it. I remember the trailer sold it as one thing, and that is not what the movie was. Which, I mean, that's nothing new. An alright movie. Yeah, it was alright. Do you like the Star Wars prequels? I don't mind them. Ooh. Yeah. I don't love them. So you gotta understand, man. I was... So I was born... Like they were still making some of the original Star Wars movies when I was alive when they were still, some of them were still coming out. All of them but one. First Star Wars movie was before my time, but the other Empire and Jedi came out in my years of while I was on this earth, and I remember it, but I don't remember it like super. I remember it, but it's kind of like spotty. I remember seeing Return of the Jedi in theaters. But I've always been a fan of the older movies, but not like one of those people that's just like, oh, it's the older ones and everything else just sucks. Nothing will ever compare. Because I can also look at the older movies, and see their faults. Unlike some people are just like kind of blind to that. Funny you said that though. But when the new ones came out, I didn't hate them. I did, because the new ones got massive hate when they first came out. It's only the past few years that they've started getting kind of like this newfound love, and I think a lot of that is because the new ones came out when the new ones came out. When the new ones came out, the kids that those are their Star Wars movies. Now they're adults. So now those adults, the prequels were their Star Wars movies. So now that's what we're hearing about, all this love for the prequels so much now. But me, myself, no, I never hated the prequels. I enjoyed them. Yeah, right here. I have a playlist where I've reviewed every single Star Wars movie ever made except for every single... The fuck is that? Why is that in here? Oops, I must have clicked on that accidentally. That does not belong in here. Anyway, yeah, every single theatrical Star Wars movie ever made in chronological order, because I like me some chronological order. There's Rogue One. But I liked them. I liked all the prequels. I used to view the first one, Star Wars Episode 1, or The Phantom Menace rather, as the worst of the prequels. And I thought that they improved as they went on. And Revenge of the Sith I actually really enjoyed. I saw its issues, but it had some really badass parts in it too that I thought made up for it. I didn't think Attack of the Clones was that bad as everybody said. And over the years, I'd seen it here or there, but I kind of didn't watch it for a while. And people were like just really railing that movie, and I was like, it's not that bad. Well, when I set out to do this last year before Rise of Skywalker came out, I watched Attack of the Clones again, this time with a more critical eye, and I was like, oh yeah. This one, it's not... It's got the final third of the film that's pretty much all action helps make up for it, because it's got some cool stuff with all the Jedi coming in and that big battle and the Dooku and Obi-Wan and Anakin thing and all that stuff. That's neat. And I mean, but the story and the performances and how they really leaned into the special effects a lot more in that one, I thought really hurt it. So at this point, I think Revenge of the Sith is the best, then Phantom Menace, and then Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones is the weakest of all of them, in my opinion. But yes, I am a Star Wars fan, and I enjoy the prequels for what they are. If I sit down to watch Star Wars, I always watch the prequels, then the oldest movie. I watch them in chronological order. I don't always necessarily watch the in-between movies, like Rogue One and Solo. Depends on how I'm feeling when I'm going to do that what we call it, viewing. Yes, Battle of Endor. Caravan of Courage. Yes, that's it. The Caravan of Courage. I remember that one not being as good. I can't tell you shit about it, but I just remember the second Ewok movie not being as good. Fanboys, I think I saw that. It's the one where it's based, like I said, it's based on a true story where, like, those super fans before the Phantom Menace came out, they everybody was like super hyped for the Phantom Menace, but it wasn't out yet. I think it was the year before it came out or leading up to its release, but it was a few months at least before it was. And this group of friends that are huge Star Wars fans, their friend gets cancer and he's diagnosed. He's probably not going to live to get to the to see the movie. And so they go on like this epic road trip to like break into Skywalker Ranch and get the movie so he can see it. But it's kind of like a kind of raunchy comedy, I guess. I think it's an R-rated comedy if I remember. And like I looked into it when it came out. I can't remember how much of that is altered. I mean, that basis right there is true, and they did go. I don't know how it worked out exactly, but I don't know how much. I don't think much of the movie itself, like the events in the movie, are true, because it's all dramatized. But well, it's comedy, but it's dramatized for film. But I know that it's based on that true story, and I don't know if they actually in the movie they make it there. That's no surprise, but I don't know if in real life they actually made it there and got in. But it's a fun movie. It's worth checking out if you're a Star Wars fan, especially. I really enjoyed Rogue One. I did too. Rogue One was surprisingly better than I ever thought it would be. The end was beautiful. The Vader scene and the fight on the beach. Yeah, that thing on the beach, that was probably the only way they could have done that. I never expected all those characters to make it out, though. Love the blind guy. Yeah, he was, who's that? That was, oh, what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Is it Tony? No, I gotta look it up. Glad you guys can't see me typing in. You can see my terrible spelling. Where is he? Donnie Yen. Yeah, Donnie Yen. Right there. Yeah, I really liked him and the other guy. I think the other guy's he's in the raid. I like their dynamic. They were really good together. Yeah, it was great. I read the prequel book, Catalyst. That gave me a lot of backstory. So there was a prequel to the prequel. Well, that's something. It's like Inception prequels. You know who else looks like a young Leo? That kid from the movie Low Tide. Low Tide? I'm not familiar with Low Tide. I don't think. Low Tide? Is that a 2019 movie, perhaps? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's my... Oops. I hit my bad. Hang on. There we go. That was my background from the podcast last night. I hit a button and it switched me over to it. No. Just trying to search this fucking movie. Low Tide. Let's see. More about Low Tide. Who's in it? Where the main character? Keen Johnson? This person? Oh man, that guy right there looks like fucking Jared Padalecki from Supernatural, kinda. Like just at a glance, I would think it was him. Hey, that's the kid from It, right? Yeah. It and that movie about Henry something, and the mom, Naomi Watts. Huh? I've never heard of this. Never seen it. What? Shroot what? What are you saying, Edgar? I don't know what that is. Shroot? Sure, I don't know. Could you possibly review the Mission Impossible movies? If you don't want to, that's fine. I have. Well, I've reviewed one of them. Fallout. I reviewed Fallout some time ago. When it came out. Will I ever get to reviewing the other ones? Maybe. I'm not opposed to it. I just gotta like kind of see maybe if the time's right at some point. I'll keep it in mind. I actually need to find a series, some kind of series to do when my video game movie review series ends in like in a few weeks. I'll probably eke out a few like ranking videos or something out of it. I've never done a ranking video, like a traditional ranking video, but I'll probably do some type of ranking of those or something, get a few videos out of it. But after that, I'm going to have to come up with something to do every week, like my series that I want to do. I've always got that one series I'm working on. For 2 years and change, it's been video game movies. That's the one. Yeah. It's Donnie Yen character in Rogue One. Oh, okay. Inemu, whatever. I got you. Well, let's see. Last time I tried to do this. Last time I was going to look and see what you guys thought of this game I was going to try and do next week. But last time I tried to do this, OBS did not like it. OBS was like, screw you. You can't look at that. Let me go over here. Oh shit, I don't own it. Okay, let's go to the store. I'm going to let you guys see what I'm looking at here in just a minute. I'm wondering if it's something... I'm on Steam. I think it's called 5 Dates? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's only a few... Let me see if it'll let me show you guys this. Let's add a window. Steam. Let me see it, kinda. Oh yeah, see, it's doing it again. I think Steam's like got that copyright protection on it or something like that. It doesn't want you to see. Hey, I know what I could do. I'm so stupid. Steam has a fucking website. Because whenever I buy stuff on Steam, it directs me there. It's going to ask me to log in. I don't want to log in. Oh, okay, cool. It didn't ask me to log in. I'm already logged in. Yeah, okay, so this is the game I was thinking about playing next week. And I've never heard of a romantic comedy game. They've actually... Oh, cool. They got a trailer for it and everything. Let's look at that. How do I make it full screen? There we go. Oh, that looks like shit. I hope it gets better looking. Forgive the quality. Let's turn this up. But yeah, this is what I'm thinking about playing next week. There's a really good chance I will play this. Is it going to play?
Hello.
Hello, Vinny.
Hi there. Vinny!
Hello.
I've got some big news. I've joined a dating app.
You are in the game now, yeah? And we are gonna
Oh wow,
find
this looks
you
like it might be
the
kind of fucking
right
corny.
girl.
So, I've got a question. What's more important, appearance or intelligence?
Think very carefully.
Oh my god. Am I gonna have to like
First
win?
day. Would you make a move?
If you're lucky, I'd ask you back to mine.
Cocky much?
If you're lucky.
Truth or
I've actually not watched this trailer before.
Really need to get
I've
up
only
and
read
work.
about it.
Excuse me?
Oh my. Is this like a fucking social distancing game?
The sexiest thing I've ever seen a guy do in my life.
Your strategy seems to be working.
You're a 10 out of 10 in my books.
If you play your cards right.
What would you say if I invited you back to mine?
Oh yeah. I wonder.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What's this game
whoa,
rated?
Whoa, chill, bro.
I think we've got something good here. Cheers.
I think you're really cool.
So let's see how much more there is.
I mean, it's not really giving me a whole lot from that trailer. I guess maybe that's the tone. It gave me the
Hannah, do
tone.
you actually want to date me? Get off. Get off. How do I hang this up? Get off.
Oh, it's a fairly new one too. So yeah, that's what I was looking at maybe doing next week. I didn't realize it was quite that corny. But I mean, it's a romantic comedy game, so I don't know what I was expecting. It's got very positive, like on Steam, like the recent reviews, all reviews are very positive on it. And you don't get that all the time on Steam. I mean, it's got really good reviews, so I mean, that's cool. But yeah, maybe that other one I was talking about. We'll see. I like these little movie game things because I'm able to complete them in one sitting, and I don't know, I enjoy that. Fits in with my channel pretty good, I think. If we do something that corny next week, though, we're gonna have to like bust out with something hardcore the following week to like a palate cleanse. Something like super. I need to find like another Phantasmagoria 2 or something crazy like that. Because that game was like a treasure trove of just fucking crazy, stupid, bad, good, bad moments. That's what I need. I need another one of those games. I need to look into my catalog of games. Oh, I lost something. The fuck? Oh, found it. But yeah. If you guys got any, like, I don't know how into, like, these, I think like Edgar said, I think a lot of the people come for less of the games. But, you know, I do like to have something fun to react to. I need something good like Phantasmagoria to react to again. Something kind of like super cheesy. I do have Double Switch, which those of you that haven't ever played, if any of you were there for my Night Trap live stream, Double Switch is along those lines. It's a bit higher budget. It's a bit newer. It still came out in the 90s, but it's just as cheesy. I've been saying I was going to do that one for the longest. But yeah, I've got if none of you are familiar with Double Switch, there it is. It's super cheesy, but it fits in just. I mean, it's not gonna have anything like super graphic or nothing.
This package came for you. At least I think it's for you. Some kind of an Egyptian statue.
But yeah, this is.
He told me there was treasure buried in this building.
This is the kind of game it is.
He did the treasure,
And Corey Haim is in it before he passed away.
Going on here at the Edward Arms.
There were these weirdos.
And you've got it's just like Night Trap in the sense that you just trap people the whole time.
Rumors about treasure in this building.
Oh yeah, that's the that guy. He's the guy from Full Metal Jacket. Oh yeah, as well. Anyway, So yeah, guys, let's see what you're saying over here, and then there's not much else. I'll probably get out of here. I hate that I wasn't able to stretch that game out a little bit more, which I mean that's kind of the idea of having those games so I can actually complete them. Yeah, I need to find another good point and click adventure too. You could review the Die Hard movies. That would take up 5 weeks of the Rocky. Wait. You could review the Die Hard movies. That would take up 5 weeks of the Rocky franchise. Yeah. And you could review a lot of terrible action movies for a while. Just trying to give you ideas. I've thought about doing like maybe like I don't want to do like worst movies ever, but like maybe some old school 80s cheese. But there's some like 80s and 90s. And most of them are action movies, but there's channels that do that. What were you watching? Ryan from What Were You Watching? He stops in here every now and then. He does that. His channel's really good at that. He does a great job at looking back at old 80s and 90s movies and doing that. I don't know. I don't know if I might try. I've reviewed some movies from back then. And bad movie, let's be real, the bad movie reviews are always more fun. Usually, like not the mediocre one. Mediocre movies are the hardest movies to review because you just don't give a shit either way. You don't love it enough to really get passionate about it, and you don't hate it enough to just really despise it. But you're just kind of like, it was okay. But like movies that you just loved, you're going to gush over. But it's really the ones that you hate, the ones that just like offended you. They're so bad that you really want to tear into. Those are the most fun reviews. And that's kind of sad because it's the negative, but I think it's all up to the reviewer as to how negative they're actually going to be. Some people get like mad at shit. And like, I don't think I've ever gotten like truly mad in one of my reviews. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll look at some bad movies or something. Maybe pick a studio or a distributor or something that made some like Trauma. I could do Trauma movies. Or that could be fun. Trauma movies are fucking out there, man. But like Trauma movies or Full Moon. Was that the name of them? Full Moon when I was a kid? I think it's Full Moon. Full Moon movies. They all had like those really low budget, cheesy action or horror movies that they put out, like Puppet Master and Doll Man and fucking Toxic Avenger. That was a Trauma one. Sergeant Kabuki Man. NYPD. Tromeo and Juliet, shit like that. Trauma movies get really fucking out there, though. Lloyd Kaufman, he runs Trauma. He's still making movies now, I think. Looks like a good game, Antonio said, in my opinion. Well, yeah, hell yeah, Antonio. With that, I don't know if it fits right in your niche, but that game is probably a little bit closer to your niche than the games I have been playing. I don't know. Actually, Phantasmagoria 2, parts of that game at least were probably right up your niche's alley on your channel. I like the look of it, the game. Well, then I will probably be doing that one next week. It doesn't take much to convince me. That was Shang Tsung. Who? Who was Shang Tsung? In the movie? Or in that game? Which one? Shang Tsung, like the actor? Carrie... well, fuck, what is his name? Carrie... His first name's Carrie, and I can't remember his last. When I see, he's got an Asian last name. I don't mean any offense by that, but it doesn't come right to mind. Itagawa, I think is his last name. What was that series you mentioned you want to finish? Series I want to finish. When did I mention it? Today? Tonight? Like game series or movie series? Both games look good. You could also review TV series. Oh, yeah. I've considered that. I've been asked that. That's probably that and video games. More video game reviews, which I do. I used to do video game reviews when I first started. I did both. Video game reviews, for me, to actually review the game properly, they take so much longer than movie reviews. And it just turned into like difficult because I refuse to review a game that I hadn't beaten because I feel like I should have the whole experience before I'd review it, and then capturing the gameplay and writing the review out and all that. Not writing it, but like getting my bullet points out. I don't do bullet points anymore. All my reviews are from the hip now. I just go down there and I go over it in my head and then I just go. If I forget something or miss something, and that happens, but it's like it felt a little stiff when I was doing it when I would have bullet points even. I never scripted, but when I would have bullet points, I felt like I was following. I was more interested in checking off boxes on the page. Now I've just found that I like to just do it. And if I miss something, sometimes stuff will be out of order, but if I did miss something after, like when I'm editing and it's a point, well, it just is what it is. Unless it's something like super major, but that usually doesn't happen. But games, I would, because they're so much longer and more expansive than movies and take a lot longer. I would have to have bullet points and things and touch on things. I don't know. It wasn't as, I'm not saying I'd never be up to doing it again, but it was just not as fun as the movie reviews. And TV series I've never done, but I came real close. I actually, when I was still doing like the bullet point thing and writing out things about what I was reviewing, the first TV series I was going to review was The Witcher. I had one written out and everything. I went to sit down to shoot it like 2 separate times, but I never did. I wouldn't be opposed to reviewing a TV series if it was already done. Like if somebody said, hey, review Game of Thrones or something like that because, it started and ended, I would be willing to entertain that idea. But I don't know if I have it. I know it makes for good content. Like these people that do like Mandalorian episodes every week and like WandaVision now and all that stuff, the weekly shows. That's great. I don't have it in me to say that I am going to watch that show every week on this day. I don't know if I could do that. I have so much other stuff going on. It would stress me out even more. But I'd be willing to maybe at some point, if a show is completed already, look back at it and maybe a retrospective on it or something. Maybe if it was the right show, possibly. If I had to pick a show to do like that, just off the top of my head, I'd do Battlestar Galactica. The 2000s Battlestar Galactica, 2003 I think it was. Great show. I'd like to say Doctor Who, but that shit's been going on for 60 years, and it's not showing as if it's going to end anytime soon. Both games look good. You do. I was definitely there for Phantasmagoria 2 with you. Yeah, I remember, Antonio, you were. But that one, Phantasmagoria Part 2 was, I feel like that game and its content aligned with your channel more than probably any other game I've played on here. Well, okie dokie, guys, or ladies and gentlemen. I see the viewer count is going down slowly too. That's fine. I don't do this for the views. I do it for the fun and the interaction. But I don't really have much more tonight, guys. I'm probably going to put a few finishing touches on a couple of videos. I'll release something tomorrow. I know I promised that tomorrow I would have the next in line for my video game movie review series, which is Dead Rising Endgame. It is just about completed, but I don't know if I'm necessarily going to finish it tonight. I might finish it tonight. I don't know if it'll be rendered and uploaded and all that by tomorrow morning. I fell behind with that one. So that one might... There's a really good chance that... I know everybody's looking forward to the Dead Rising Endgame review too, by the way. But I don't think that one will be coming out tomorrow morning. We'll see. I doubt it, but I doubt I get it completed. But if I do, it will. If that doesn't, though, I will definitely have some clips from the podcast up, the more digestible clips, and the video game movie review of Dead Rising Endgame will come out on Saturday. So if it ain't there tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, it will be there Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Friday, I have a review of a new movie called The Funeral Home. It's a Spanish language film. I talked about it last night just briefly, I think, in the podcast. Creepy movie. But talk about that on Friday. And then I have another movie that both of these movies are coming out in the beginning of February. I have another one called Happy Cleaners, which is a comedy about some Korean American people in New York. I'm actually watching that tomorrow, so all right. Well, if you guys ain't got nothing else, Short and Sweet said something. I'm still curious if you ever saw the trailer for the comedy called Spontaneous with teenagers just blowing up. Oh yeah, you did ask me about that, didn't you? Have you seen Death Wish 3? And I'm not skipping a short and sweet. I'll come right back to that. Death Wish 3, I'm sure I've seen it, but I saw it back in the day. It's like one of those things. I've seen at least parts of it. I don't remember much about it. I remember the newer Death Wish movies just kind of like being on TV and stuff, like HBO or something when I was a kid. But no, I couldn't tell you any details about it. You know what? Before we go real quick, since Short brought that up, let's see here. I know I said I was about to go. I was like doing everything, but I told her I was going to look at this a while back. I remember her going over this or telling me about this in, I think, one of my comment sections. But it's just called Spontaneous. Okay. Oh, there it is. And I said I was going to check it out, and actually it did sound pretty cool. It says 4 months ago is when the trailer came out. Is it out? Oh, yeah, now on digital on demand. Well, hey, let's check that out real quick, guys. Before we go, let's see what Short and Sweet's going on about. Ooh, I already like that. It's rated R. That looked pretty funny. October, man, that's been out for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, Short. I'm gonna see where well, I saw it showed all the platforms it's on. I'm gonna watch that. That was pretty cool. That looked funny. Did you see it? You said? If you did, was it good? And what I want to know, because it didn't show any of it in the trailer, does it show the kids explode and does it look good? It said it was rated R. I saw gore on there or something. Is it like super fucking gory? It strikes me as like that. I look at that movie and I'm like, I think a lot of it's going to be kind of funny. It's going to have a very dark sense of humor, but I feel like the end of it, or at some point, it's going to get like really real. Like it's going to get kind of like super real at some point. Like drop the funny facade for a few minutes and kind of like hit you hard, maybe. I don't know. Set up Discord so we can call in too. Like, I have Antonio on the line. I have a Discord. And this is probably the oldest man thing I've ever said. I'll have to get my kids to show me how to work it. Admittedly, I've never even tried. I turned it on one time. I needed it to get for something. I can't remember. I had to get into it for something. I don't know. But Discord's kind of like a big deal now. I hear people always talking about, go to my Discord and all this. And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck Discord is. I just know you can do calls on there, I guess. But I think it's kind of like a social media platform to a degree. I could be totally fucking wrong. I don't know. Jesus, I'm old. If you made a Die Hard movie, where would you have it take place? Oh, man. I would bring it back to America because Die Hard is just like kind of American. and that one movie took it to Russia. I don't think that was the only problem with that movie, but I think that's maybe Chicago. I don't know. I mean, I don't know where in Chicago, but like city-wise, because they had they had L.A., they had New York, they had D.C., because I think the second one's in D.C., the airport. So they had L.A. high-rise, D.C. airport, just New York as a whole. When the last one... The last one was in New York, too. Not the last one. The fourth one was in New York, too, I think. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. There's no reason to really go to Chicago. As far as, like, maybe not just cities, but I don't know. At one point in time, they were considering doing it on a boat. They were going to have it on a boat, one of the sequels, but then that Steven Seagal movie, what is it? The fuck was the Steven Seagal movie that was pretty much Die Hard on a boat? It came out and they scrapped that idea. Oh, I see the box, and I saw the movie Under Siege. Yeah, Under Siege came out. So I don't know, maybe I would say a plane, but there's already Air Force One, which is Die Hard's on a plane. And I mean, planes are only so big. There's only so much you can do on them. Trade? Maybe a train? Some like out of control train that can't stop or something like that. I don't know. That seems a bit gimmicky. Honestly, I love Die Hard, but I think maybe it's time to just let that one go. I love Die Hard, but after that last one, I just don't see them making any good, having anything good come of it now. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'm sure they will make another Die Hard eventually. Yes, I saw it, and it does. Talking about spontaneous. Yes, I saw it, and it does have some gore. Not too much, and you're right. It does get somewhat emotional at the end, but it's a great movie for sure. I'm gonna check that out. I think I'll probably have an opportunity this weekend to check it out, if all works out. Because I've only got to watch. I got to watch a few movies, but I got a little bit ahead on my watching for next week's reviews, so I'm not behind next week. Well, ladies and jelly spoons, I would say a Die Hard movie in a prison. That would be cool. I mean, it would be cool, but they kind of did it with The Rock. The Rock was in a prison. I mean, it's an old prison, but yeah, I think you could make that work. Like some reason. It could be contrived, though, but you could make that work. You could have maybe... I don't think they should do like the whole thing where like John McClane goes to prison because he's framed for something or something like that. I mean, maybe you could make that work, but that's kind of contrived. I would say maybe kind of like do an Arkham... Like an Arkham... what was it? Arkham Asylum? The Batman game Arkham Asylum. Have like him... He caught some like bad terrorist he's been after or something... and he escorts them. Maybe he's with them and they go to the prison and the terrorist has some things set up there and he gets trapped in the prison. But don't make it some... I just wouldn't want him to make it some like high-tech future prison or some shit like that. You know how they do that shit in movies. Just have a regular fucking prison and have him stuck there. And I don't know. I'm not the screenwriter. But, that base there, that's a really good idea. That would be cool. That could be cool. It get compared to The Rock a lot, but I think you can make it different enough to not be The Rock. But at this point, would John McClane's son, Jai Courtney, in the fifth film, would he have to be in it? Because he's in the universe now. He's part of it. Hell Knight said, this may sound stupid, but I think they could set a Die Hard movie in Alaska. I mean, they could set a good story anywhere and make it work. I like snow movies. Like action movies set in snow. I don't know why. I think it has like violent action. Not violent, but like rated R action movies. Like when people get shot and like the blood like shoots out on the snow and stuff in movies. I think that always looks cool. It's a neat contrast. I don't know why I gravitate to that. That movie 30 Days a Night had a whole lot of that, and I liked it every time for some reason. Probably because red is one of the few colors that I can like see very well because of my color blindness, which I'm not blind from color, but like I have trouble with a lot of other colors. But that stark contrast of this stark white with red spraying across it, I can always see really well, so it makes me happy. Colors, and I can see. I love it. I see we both watch a lot of that chapter. How do you know? Oh, because my YouTube's pulled up right there. Yes, I've been watching a lot of that chapter, and this is a lot of this stuff. Some of that, my daughter got logged into my account. My second youngest daughter, on her computer, she was logged into my account. So you'll see like some LD Shadow Lady stuff pop up here. There, that's not me. That's her. But yeah, I got a lot of. That chapter, I've been listening to him a lot because he's got them real long form videos that I really like. You know, I love his style. He's like got over 1 million viewers or subscribers at this point, but it's not even that refined. It's real informative, and I like how he goes about it, but he's kind of dry for the most part, and it looks like he doesn't even try to edit it that much. He like makes mistakes left and right, but it's just like, whatever, I'm telling this thing, but I love that content. But I listen to those at work a lot. Those and, what is the other guy? There's another guy I just recently started listening to. I'm not going to look him up. He does more, he did some of these type of videos, but he did some supernatural stuff too. Raven something. I can't remember. He's a younger looking guy. But yeah, lots of this true crime stuff, real interesting stuff. Interesting, but it really gets your head going. Like, I start worrying about people around me when I watch too much of this crazy shit. I like call my daughter that lives out of state. She's at college, and I like call her and I'll be like, "You all right?" And she'll be like, "Why? What's going on?" No, just, "Are you all right? Have you seen any mysterious people walking around? Do not go to any strange parties." You can see me doing that type of content. Like, shabbily edited, lazily edited content. I could see me doing that too. Who would win in a fight? John Wick, John McClane, Neo, Rocky, Blade, or Ethan Hunt? Damn, that's like a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Well, okay. All right. So I like these who would win in a fight questions. I went real deep, real hard. I did a collaboration with Chris at Strange Monkey about he's got a horror show he does called Horror Freaks, and I got this question on there, and I think they expected, it wasn't this one, but it was about like Freddy, Michael Myers, Jason, and Pinhead, I think it was, and Leatherface. I think Leatherface was one of them. It was like 5 people, and they said, "All right, you've got all these people, you can pick one to be in your corner. Everybody else is against you. Who you want to go with?" And I think they expected it to be like this pretty quick question because other people have gotten that question or a similar question, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this one because he's badass," and da 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 da. But I like dissected every single character. I think they were kind of like, "All right, man, we didn't expect you to go that far into it," and I came up with Freddy because of his supernatural abilities. And Pinhead is supernatural too, but if you just leave the motherfucker's box alone, he'll leave you alone. So, but yeah, it went a lot deeper than that. But yeah, okay. Let's see, let's look at the contenders here. John Wick, who's a badass. John McClane, who's a badass. Are we talking about Die Hard 1 John McClane, Die Hard, A Good Day to Die Hard John McClane, or which John McClane? Because he like in that one, I think it's a Good Day to Die Hard. No, Live Free or Die Hard. Live Free or Die Hard was the one where he was pretty much a fucking superhero. And in the last one, I don't even think the John McClane that was in the last one would even give a shit. He would have just walked away from this whole thing and been like, "You're not paying me enough." But I'm going to say that John Wick would probably... We'll start the elimination here at the top. John Wick would probably take out John McClane. Because he's just double tap him in the head. and he might, John McClane might be able to, he's a lucky motherfucker. He might dive off in a fucking air vent or something, but I think John Wick would get him. I don't think John Wick would chase him down, but I think he would, if he eliminated, he would either take him out or John McClane would luckily skate by and get out of the situation. So either way, John McClane would be out. I'm going to skip Neo for a second. Rocky, unless he is able to come over here and like sucker punch John Wick when he doesn't see him coming, which I don't know if anybody runs up on John Wick. But if he's able to get like a right hook on John Wick, he might take him out. But chances are John Wick's going to see him, and he's going to double tap him too. John Wick's a bad motherfucker. Blade, well, that's a tough one because Blade's more or less bulletproof to a degree, and he's a martial artist just like John Wick. So they start fighting. I'm probably going to say Blade's got the upper hand on John at this point. And John Wick's a badass. He could probably hold his own for a while, but I think eventually, seeing as how that whole immortality thing, and he's probably going to end up dispatching of Mr. Wick. So we're down. John Wick's down. John McClane's down. Rocky's down. And we're down to Neo, Blade, and Ethan Hunt. Okay, so out of these three, I like Ethan Hunt. I do. He's a good character. He's done some pretty amazing things. But very much like John McClane, I don't think in a one-on-one he's going to be able to take these guys out. Both of them, because Neo, I guess I need to specify too. Are we talking Neo in the real world or Neo in the Matrix? Because if it's Neo in the real world, yeah, he's not really all that. He's just a guy. But I'm assuming we're talking about Neo in the Matrix, where he's pretty much Superman. But even really at the end of the Matrix Reloaded, Neo in the real world had some powers. So, that distinction needs to be made. But just if nothing, even if Neo's not in there, Blade would probably take out Ethan Hunt. Ethan Hunt, much like John McClane, he might survive the encounter, but it would be because he escaped. He used his wits, and he either like threw on somebody else's face and like blended off into a crowd, or he did some like fancy footwork and got away from Blade. But Blade's a nimble motherfucker. He might catch his ass. But so Ethan's out of it either way. He may have escaped. He may not be down. He may not be dead, but he's out of the fight. And so then we got Neo versus Blade. I'm going to go with... Oh, and down here we said Die Hard 2 John McClane. Yeah, I think Die Hard 2 John McClane... Die Hard 2 John McClane are very much like Die Hard 1 John McClane. So I'm going to say John McClane survived the encounter, but he was still out. He was like, oh, fuck, I can't take this guy. He put up a good fight. I think John Wick respected that, and he gave him the opportunity to get the fuck out or I'm going to take you out. And John McClane jumped out a fucking window with a hose around him or something like that. And so he's out. But he's alive. Good old John's still alive, but he just said, fuck it, I'm out this fight. So then we got Neo and Blade. I'm going with Neo, Superman Neo from the... Okay, I'll give both. Because Blade, once again, he's immortal. He's immortal. He doesn't have many weaknesses unless he hasn't eaten, like blood of some sort. But Neo, if it's Blade against real-world Neo, even with real-world Neo's like superpowers that he somehow got his godlike powers where he could speak with the Matrix, Blade's gonna take him out. He's all blind and shit, and he's like, oh, I can see the Matrix. And Blade's going to be like, I ain't in the Matrix. Wah! And fucking kill him. So Blade wins the day. However, if we're talking about in the Matrix, may not make sense. I'm not going to try and make it make sense, but we're going to say Neo, Matrix Neo inside the Matrix, but, in the real world. He's got all those powers and everything. I mean, they made Neo pretty fucking OP at that point. I mean, he can fly. He can alter the things around him. He can... I mean, at the end of the first movie, he literally entered another person and exploded them from within. He can dodge bullets. So even though Blade's sitting there shooting his little gun at him and everything, he's dodging the fuck out of those. He can even stop. Actually, he can stop bullets now, as we saw in the Matrix Reloaded and on, or in the first Matrix we saw it. So the guns doesn't make a shit to Neo. He's just like, fuck your bullets. But and he's definitely a martial artist. I don't know. That would be a real tough one because Neo's not immortal, but he's so fucking powerful that I don't know. And Neo will kill, but you don't really see Neo like hand to hand. Yeah, you do. You see him kill. I think like Blade's more nitty gritty. I don't know, man. That's gonna be like a tough one. That's like a standoff right there, because we saw like Neo going against somebody with his similar powers with Agent Smith in the end of the third Matrix movie, and they were just going at it and nobody could win until Neo just finally gave the fuck up. I think that if we're just talking about it, I think it really depends on why these two are fighting. If Neo and Blade are fighting because if Neo's fighting for the fate of mankind, I'm going to say Neo's going to defeat Blade. But if for some reason Neo has to sacrifice himself in order to save mankind or to let his friends get away or something like that, I think he'd take the hit. He'd let Blade take him down. So yeah. Could be Blade. Could be Neo. If it's real world Neo, though, it's definitely Blade. So I guess I'm going to say Blade, because if it's real world Neo, definitely Blade. If it's God Neo and Blade, it's kind of 50-50. They both have like some strong, Neo's not or immortal, but he's really powerful. Blade is powerful, not as powerful as Neo, but he is immortal. So it's like, it's who gets that death kill or that shot in. So, I don't know. I'm going to say Blade, though, but since he won the other one wholeheartedly, and he's got a 50-50 on this one, so overall, Blade is the champion. But we're talking about Wesley Snipes' Blade from Blade 1 or Blade 2, not Blade Trinity, and not New Blade, because I have not passed judgment on that yet. But it is Disney Blade, so keep that in mind. So yeah, that's who I think would win overall. Definitely don't walk into any freezer. What? Wait, I skipped something. I skipped something. Who would win? Oh, he said something the other day. Well, I was like, what the fuck? Who did? I missed something. Oh, you're talking about that shit. What the fuck is the name of his channel? I totally fucking... That Chapter. Yeah, That Chapter. That's a really weird fucking name for your channel, by the way. I wonder what the history behind that is. Let's see. Yeah, don't be... Okay, now I get the freezers thing. Don't be walking in any freezers. Mysteries, yes. Oh, mysteries? Yeah. I like mystery things. Real world mysteries. The real world stories are freakier than any made up shit you could ever see. People are fucking crazy. Please dissect them. I didn't dissect them as much, but that was just kind of off the top of my head. Pinhead, yeah. When I was talking about Pinhead and that thing with the horror thing, I said, like, Pinhead's not... I would just tell my guy, because Pinhead is not going to mess with you unless you mess with Pandora's box. You mess with his box, he's going to fuck you up. And he is supernatural. But if you don't mess with his box, Pinhead ain't going to fuck with you. He's going to leave you alone. So I said I would just pull Freddy to the side and say, Fred, leave the fucking box alone. Freddy's a mischievous motherfucker, so he's going to want to get in there, but I'm going to be like, Fred, we need to win this thing. Leave the fucking box alone. Don't fucking touch the box. I just have to coach him up front and let him know, leave the motherfucking box alone. Who would win in a fight? Rambo, James Bond, Daniel Craig, or Pierce Brosnan? Your choice. Snake Plissken, Indiana Jones, Hellboy, or Liam Neeson from Taken? Wow. Short said, I'm enjoying myself as always, but I gotta get some sleep. Take care. All right, Short. It's been real. I'm about to get out of here in a few minutes too, but I gotta take this question on. But yeah, it's thanks for showing up again. Hope you're able to see the podcast next week, the Jarcast. Like I said, it'll either be Sunday or Tuesday. I'll get that up soon. either on the Twitters or here on YouTube. I will put a thing up for it. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next week or sometime. That was that chapter stuff. Yeah. The freezer thing. That was that chapter. Okay, so who would win this? All right, knock this one out quicker. I'm not going to get into as much detail with this one because it's 12:15. Yeah, let me knock this one out real quick. Who would win the fight? All right, Rambo. It's easier for me to start as I go. Okay, let's see. Rambo and James Bond. Well, once again, I gotta ask. I'm gonna make my own judgment here, though. We talking First Blood Rambo and 2009 Rambo, or John Rambo, I guess is what they called that. So we talking about First Blood Rambo and John Rambo, or we talking about the second Rambo, part Rambo 2 and even Rambo 3? Because in Rambo 2 and 3, he kind of became a bit of a superhero too. By the way, fun fact, James Cameron helped write the script. I don't think he wrote it all on his own, but he had a heavy hand in Rambo Second Blood, the sequel, part 2. Anyway, if we're talking OG Rambo, oh man, I don't know. Rambo's got like that survival instinct, and he's just like this flawed guy, but he'll like go into like, he's got like that programming kind of going on that the military gave him. Like, he's real flawed and thoughtful, but then when shit goes down, he just goes into his fucking Rambo mode, and he's gonna take out anybody in his way. But James Bond, man, he's just got, and Daniel Craig, if it's Daniel Craig, he's gonna probably try and like bludgeon him to death. I don't know, Rambo's a big guy compared to him. Pierce Bronson would just try and charm the pants off of him and fuck him to death. That's a close one. Let's see who else we got here. Maybe one of these guys, Snake Plissken. And Rambo and James Bond has James Bond has the edge so far, but I'm not gonna call that fight yet. The Rambo James Bond one. I'm gonna say, but James Bond has the edge because he's got all the gadgets and everything. But if Rambo got his fucking hands on him, he'd tear him apart. We'll come back to that in a second. Snake Plissken, man, that's a tough one too. Snake is real resourceful, but he's a survivor too. Indiana Jones, man, Hellboy, Liam Neeson for Taken. Okay, all right, Hellboy would shoot the fuck out of Liam Neeson with that big fucking gun he's got. He'd kill the shit out of him. Liam Neeson would be sitting there talking about, I'm going to win this fight. And if you don't let me win this fight, I have a particular set of skills. Pow! And he'd fucking kill him before he could quit talking. And Hellboy would just be like, shut the fuck up, and move on. Once again, I'm going with Del Toro Hellboy, by the way, not that monstrosity that came out a couple of years ago. Ron Perlman, Del Toro, Hellboy all the way. But yeah, I think Hellboy would Liam Neeson from Taken would be kind of like a footnote in the Hellboy movie. He'd just run by and he'd be one of the goons. And he might be one of the level 2 goons or something that might give him a little bit of fight, and he'd just like fight him for a minute, and he'd be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And he'd be like punching him, and he might actually get some good licks in, and then that's when Hellboy would just like, wow, Liam Neeson's over here like coming in with his old man swagger. He just blow him the fuck away. So I'm going to say, okay, Liam Neeson's out of it. Brian, I think was his name in Taken series. Hellboy, Snake Plissken. I feel like Snake would give Hellboy a run for his money. And because Snake is really good about, I lost all my shit. Because, Snake's always got some really cool gadgets and stuff. And then he gets thrown into a situation, but he always seems to lose his shit. He loses all his weapons and all his little gadgets. And he always ends up having to, think on his feet. But Hellboy is just, he's kind of a beast, man. I feel like Snake is much more. He's physical and he'll shoot you, but he's real good about getting you in a situation where you can't get yourself out of. And I could see Hellboy getting brought into that type of situation where he's like trapped or he's in a trap or something, and his like brute force isn't gonna get him out. But the thing Hellboy does have, and I don't know if we're including that, his crew. He's got, you know, girl with the fire, and Abe Sapien with the fishy guy and all that. He's got all that stuff going on with him. So I don't know. I'm gonna say they're not with him. Maybe he got separated from him. So those two, I don't know. Let's go Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, I'm gonna kind of go the John McClane route to a degree, because Indy is like a slippery fucker. I don't think Indiana Jones could stand up to Hellboy. I think he could dodge around Hellboy. I think he could stay alive, and like he could use his whip in some creative ways and maybe get a few hits in, but he's really just trying to get away from Hellboy. And I think he'll realize eventually, you know what, whatever it is you got there, I don't care. It doesn't belong in a museum. You can have it, and he's going to get the fuck out. I think Indy would be able to escape the situation, but he wouldn't be in it anymore. So he's alive, but he's out. Snake would never leave the situation. He would be there until it was done. But I feel like Snake is the one, he's going to be fighting Hellboy. Hellboy's like going to probably be kicking his ass. But like right there at the end where Hellboy's got him, and I love me some Hellboy, but Hellboy's going to be like, oh, I'm about to take you out. And like they gave him a little fight, and he was like, you're pretty spry for a little guy. He's going to pull out his big fucking gun, and he's going to hear like a beep, beep, beep. And he's looking like Snake Plissken's going to have like a fucking detonator because he shoved some fucking like bomb. Like he got in close and let Hellboy get a hold of him, but he shoved some bomb like in his waist or something, and Hellboy's gonna be like, oh fuck, and he blows him the fuck up. Hellboy is immortal-ish. He can get hurt. I don't know, taking a fucking bomb when he's not like in full-on King Hellboy mode, just regular old Hellboy. A bomb to the fucking ass, I don't know if that would take him out or not. I'm gonna say right now, like a whole bunch of C4 would at least incapacitate him. Whether it killed him or not, I don't know, but he's out of the fight. I'm gonna say dead. I'm gonna call it dead. But there's the chance, I don't know as far as that, because there's like the Hellboy mythos, or they change here or there. I'm gonna say it killed him. If he can regenerate from that, if he can come back from that, okay, he's alive. But for all intents and purposes right now, Snake Plissken outsmarted Hellboy and got his ass. But he's all fucked up. He got real fucked up from that fight. But he won the day there. So we're down Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson's Brian, Hellboy, Indiana Jones. We got Snake Plissken, James Bond, and Rambo. Snake Plissken's our sneaky fucker. Or he's a resourceful fucker. Rambo's brute force. I'm coming in like fucking Mike Tyson on that ass. I'm just coming straight at you. James Bond is the shifty one. He's the sneaky fucker. I'm going to say a similar situation plays out between James Bond. No. I'm going to say a similar situation plays out. Damn, this is close, man. I need more time to think about this. I think Rambo. You know what? I think that because I think Snake and Rambo will go at it. And Rambo's going to be just coming at him like a fucking freight train, just shooting all kinds of shit, just using his environment. Snake's going to end up having to be shifty and using his resources as much as he can. He might try something like he did with Hellboy, but Rambo's just going to like shake that shit off. And just like, you ain't getting me with no fucking bomb. I ain't got a shirt on anyway. I barely got pants on. So like, he's not going to be able to get Rambo in that kind of trap, but I think he's going to try and get him in another kind of trap. He's going to take him down here. He's going to be like, I'm going to lead him down like this path or something like that, and like get him in some type of thing. Some real quick improvised trap, because Snake Plissken doesn't like take a lot of time to think out his traps. He just has like, he thinks on his feet. He's going, and he'll see like, oh, if I lead him here and I hide, get him under that thing, I'll kick it out and it'll follow him and kill him. So he's going to try something like that, and he's going to go over there, and he's gonna go and he's gonna try and do that. But see, what he don't get is Rambo's like that too. Rambo's real, all about like using his environment and hiding like in trees and shit with fucking mud and all that, like hiding from the fucking predator or something. But he's gonna be over there, and when he goes to do that, right as he's about to, a fucking booby trap that Rambo set up is gonna smack him in the fucking side like with some spikes made out of fucking. And it's gonna fucking kill him, and then he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Either that, or he's gonna go around the corner thinking he's running from Rambo, and somehow Rambo pulls a fucking Jason Voorhees, and he just pops out of a fucking wall with a bunch of fucking mud or paint or something like, and he'll be like, "Ah!" Fucking big Bowie knife to the fucking heart, and he'll have he'll come out like that, and he'll have some kind of like quick quip, kind of like Schwarzenegger did in Predator, like "stick around" or something like that, I don't know. I'm going to say that Rambo just barely pulled that one out, but it's going to be a surprise win. We didn't think it. We were on Snake's side. We thought, yeah, Snake's got that. Look, he's thinking on his, oh shit, he just got taken out by a fucking booby trap. That's how it's going to go down. So now we got James Bond and fucking Rambo. And I really think it's going to be a double, a triple cross on this one. I think that Rambo's going to come in like a motherfucking freight train. And he's going to like come in like that, because that's what the fuck he does. He's shooting like exploding arrows and fucking big, huge M60 machine guns and shit. And James Bond, he's just being cool behind like a fucking, a dessert cart or something, hiding from all this shit. Should be going through it, but he's fucking James Bond. It's not. He's sitting there with his little P90 silencer. And like he's gonna like have some gadget or something, and he's gonna, I don't know, he's gonna come out and he's gonna lure Rambo over there, and he's gonna like attack it. He's gonna come at him, and he might try like the whole Snake Plissken Hellboy thing. Maybe he saw that and said, "Oh, that's a good idea," and he's gonna get on him, and he's gonna like stick a bomb on him or something, like some like little piece of C4 that's that big, but it like blows up like a fucking nuclear bomb, and then he's gonna get away, and he's like. And he'll say some little sneaky quip, and he'll hit the button, and Rambo will be like, he'll hear the beep, but the beep's gonna be on him, because as soon as he put it on him, Rambo was like, "Oh no, I'm like a fucking machine. I've been conditioned. You touched me with something, and that don't belong there. I know it." So before he threw him down, he said, and he like real quick got it off of him. And he put it on James Bond. He put it in James Bond's pocket, and James Bond's gonna be like, like this, and boom, we're gonna fucking die. James Bond's dead. So yeah, Rambo wins the day, and it's like a surprise upset because nobody expected it. Nobody expected Rambo to pull through, but he stood back and let some of these other guys take each other out. Because honestly, if Rambo had gone against Hellboy probably would have took him out. But Hellboy got outsmarted by Snake Plissken, and we all thought Rambo was the big dummy, but he outsmarted the suavest motherfucker of the bunch, James Bond, and we were all just like, "Oh shit, I didn't see that coming, oh my god." Yeah, that's how it went down. Pretty much. Just want to make it clear, can't use any guns, just fists. Oh, well, I mean, nobody killed anybody with guns, really. They were using guns, but, the kill shots, the real kill shots, well, except for Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson got taken out by Hellboy. Come on now. The Brian and Taken, Liam Neeson's Brian and Taken, Hellboy could take his ass out with his fucking fist. He'd take that big fucking pimp daddy, pimp smacker arm from hell, and he would have still killed Brian. Even if his gun jammed, he would have been like, dead. Yeah, no, I think everybody else, they used their resources more instead of the guns. Just fists. Oh wait, you said like no explosives or nothing? I mean, shit. If we're talking just fists, that's not. Well, that changes the game. Only fists. No, because James Bond's known for his gadgets and stuff. But I mean, if you take that out, then I'm gonna go with. I definitely got it. That changes the game. I definitely got to go with Daniel Craig, James Bond. That parkour motherfucker. Let's see. We got not Brosnan. Daniel Craig would take him. let's see. I'm gonna say this will be a little bit easier, I guess. Rambo is going to. He's a brawler, so he's going to take the hits from James Bond until he can get a hold of him, just snap his fucking neck. Indiana Jones. Man, I really wanted Indy to win, or to live, but I don't think he's going to. Indiana's he's gonna take a lot more hits than we expected. But any of these guys, James Bond or Rambo, he could maybe take Snake Plissken. That'd be like a toss up to a degree. Because Indy could take a hit. He could take a whole lot of hits. But Rambo or Hellboy would wipe up. Once they got a hold of Indiana Jones, he's done. Snake Plissken, same thing. Snake will jump around and be able to get away. At best, Indiana Jones and Snake Plissken will be able to avoid the situation and get out of it. But just like if somebody's got to go down, those two are going down. Hellboy and Rambo both would take them down. So then that just leaves Hellboy and Rambo. And quite honestly, if we're talking straight up fists, I mean, who's got the biggest, baddest fist of all of them motherfuckers? Hellboy got that one big fucking fist. I mean, one hit from that bitch and Rambo's probably going down. So I got to say Hellboy. My man Hellboy's going to win it. Just straight up fist and nothing else. Hellboy's got it. I mean, he's got the fucking mega fist from hell. But, anywho. Damn, I wish I had known that. I wish I had read that just fist part before I really put all that thought into going deep on all that other shit about these characters. Anyway, guys, it's 12:30. I got to get up in the morning. I got to put a couple of finishing touches on something so I release something tomorrow. But next week, I can 95% guarantee I'll be playing that 5 Dates game. Try something new, something fresh. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully it's good. If not that, it will be a game like that. It'll be a FMV Wales Interactive-esque game, but it'll probably be that game. I already went over, stuff coming to the channel. Check that stuff out. I'm trying to get some type of content. Granted, some of it is repeat content from some of these streams repurposed. I'm trying to get some of that content, something out just about every day. So check the channel every day for some content. If you go look at my older videos, by the way, I mentioned this before, but some of you guys who are a bit somewhat newer to my channel, if you look at my older videos under the videos tab, filter them by oldest to newest, because for some reason, if you go to the default filter, it only takes you back about 8 months. I've got a whole lot more content than that. Now, I mean, you go to my older stuff and it gets, it's my old stuff. So just know that it's my original OG stuff. But if you guys want to, some of you newer guys, if you want to see, because some of you guys have said, hey, have you reviewed this? Which I don't expect everybody to know every single thing I've reviewed, but yeah, a lot of these things I've already reviewed. Check out my thoughts on those. But yeah, I guess I'll see some of you guys, hopefully all of you and more, on the Jarcast next week. Either Sunday or Tuesday. I'm still working out. I got one thing to figure out probably tomorrow before I decide what day it's going to be, but I'll let you all know. Next week will be a bit more refined. Hopefully each week I'll make it a little better. And, of course, I'll be back here on Wednesday. Hell Knight said I'll be here. All right, man, I appreciate it. Hope everybody else, short and sweet, she's already out of here. I'm sure she'll be there. Antonio, I'm sure we'll see you there. I don't know who else is left in here. I think it might just be us guys. But Edgar and Movie Masker and Penny Lane and everybody and Kratos guy. Hopefully everybody shows up, and bring a friend, everybody. Terrific. Yeah, you're still here, man. Hadn't talked for a while. Hopefully you show up too. But if not, I understand. It's all good. Watch it on repeat, or maybe it's just not your thing. It's whatever. But yeah, bring a friend with you, everybody. Bring a friend. But I will see you guys next week. Peace.